Okay. We're back.
Good morning, everybody. Well, it's morning in the more sensible parts of the country, at least.
Maybe one day all of the country will be sensible.
Maybe. I hear ya, Yuri. We just need to talk to everybody, right?
Yeah. Well,
Yep.
we don't need to talk to anyone. We just need to go out of the inn.
Oh, that's right. We ate shit last time.
Yeah, last time Yuri was in an anime and jumped at Estelle, but then Estelle exploded and almost killed everyone.
Why are they making Patty sleep on the floor? That's just...
Because she's the PS3 character.
Oh, they couldn't at least... Well, never mind.
Bids are for full-fledged cast members only.
Your Excellency, it's horrible! The road, it's gone!
The road's just gone?
Remember what happened
There's
at
a giant hole on the other side of the
Heracles?
Mead Hill!
There's a giant hole in the Mead Hill.
Oh, right.
We dropped a fantasy nuke on it. Well, technically Finn
close.
ordered his fleet to ram the thing, so it's his fault.
Fantasy
What?
nuke.
Just like that? I suppose that's what all that...
Even if we were able to get near that hole, getting across it would be impossible.
Whenever you see me do something dumb like that, daylight savings.
No one will be able to go past a Mead Hill like this.
So then, Nor is cut off from everyone else?
You're a port town.
This is bad.
Noise
This
cut
is
off
real
from
bad.
everywhere else.
Well, to be fair, no other city on this continent has a
from the
port.
Heracles cannon? What have they done?
Caparatorin?
Nope.
Oh.
Capricorn's on the other continent.
Right. It's still another town within spitting distance.
We're cut off.
Does this mean that they removed the debris from a Mead Hill?
That's a good joke.
Oh. Oh.
Yep, we saw the thing and like, oh no, we're stuck.
So it did end up hitting something after all.
Saw it
Thankfully, it
explode.
missed hitting any of the towns.
You guys sure you're all right?
No, I hurt all over, but Estelle's in trouble. I can't just lie around.
Yeah, what he said.
What's our next move, though?
If the road to Emmead Hill is out, couldn't we take a boat around?
I'm afraid not. A little while back, the Knights came and took any boat that could make a long trip. Thanks to them, the harbor's dead empty.
How about repairing the Fier
It was a significant fleet against Heracles.
Yep.
Keel's all smashed up, so it'll take a while to fix it.
The keel's
Also,
smashed
a
up.
whale
God.
landed on our boat.
Yeah, it's true, but the keel's
Yeah,
messed
at a
up, and
time
that
like
boat's
this.
history.
Nah, it just needs a bit of spit and shine.
There is one way, but I'm just not sure how I feel about recommending it to you.
Look, who's the sea maiden here? Not
If
you.
it'll get us through, let's hear it. We've got to get to the capital fast.
We dig.
I'm afraid it'll end up taking you a fair bit out of your way.
Yes, this.
But if you go north, just before Emmead Hill, there's a thin strip of coastline. It'll eventually come to a dead end, but in this season it freezes over and becomes an ice flow.
The blade drifts of Zofair.
Right.
Sorry.
If you're lucky, you should be able to make your way across the flow on the ice.
So in other words, if we go across there, we can take a detour to the middle of the continent.
The blade drifts of Zofair, huh? I heard nobody goes there, not even fishermen, because of the stories.
You're also gambling on nature here, so there's no guarantee you'll be able to get through.
Nature, after all, is more often the enemy of man.
Okay.
Keen observation, Patty.
If that's our only way, then we'll have to go for it.
Eh.
Okay, let's do it. Thanks for
Yeah,
your
fuck
help.
it.
Least I can do. There wouldn't
Just
be
run
much
across
left of
the
this
North
valuable
No other
to wait
options.
for you all. Only thing I'll ask is that you don't disappoint my boy.
You got it!
Okay.
We might want to restock here.
Maybe.
Estelle said something just before her power was fully activated, didn't she? What do you think she was trying to say?
Sorry, old Raven didn't catch it.
Yuri did.
Yuri?
Do you remember?
Yeah, Yep.
Yeah.
Just shoot me now, is what she said.
Just fucking kill me. That was the game. All you people have me do is heal. Where do you think I am?
So we still don't have a healer. In fact, we've lost the guy who can do first aid.
Yeah. Flynn's off being the protagonist again.
Ugh.
I say smash.
Alright, everyone gather round. Oh, wait, no.
Here's the dry seaweed.
Yeah, that's... Yeah, there it is.
Yes, this is where I had to go to get more seaweed.
Let's see here. Any good synthesis stuff? Not really. What's this? Safe bet.
Doesn't load anything from the base weapon.
Okay. Let's see. I don't guess anything else here. Not really. Ah. Okay.
I like how you just looked at Patty's weapons and then went, nope, nothing here.
Nothing worth getting. Nope. No, sir. I guess we'll take a look at Yuri's. I guess.
I don't really think there's too much right now, but... Oh, you can get a real knight sword. Yeah.
Wow, a real knight sword. Wow.
Give him a real knight sword.
All right.
And a flambeage. Oh, I want chain.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
We'll go ahead and equip that first. I got ahead of myself there. That's it. You could go snicker snack with the Vorpal sword, but looks like we've already got the skills. And also already
we don't have the stuff for... We need our Froststorm. Which I could get if we had the airship game. Just
No,
saying.
the whale's dead. I mean, hurt.
Whale's taking a
break.
nap. But yeah.
Don't need Dynomos anymore.
I mean, if you want to get technical, it's still really strong. But I want chain. Alright, let's head to the north of Amid Hill, I guess.
Let's see where we need to go. Whoops.
Oh, there's no
It just
challenge
appeared right
at all.
in front of me. Come
Don't
on now.
let him trip you up.
Watch us.
Knock him around and...
Now I have Demon Storm. Demon Chaos.
Not too shabby for an old man, right?
Oh! Wait. What
No
do we eat for
strawberries.
cake? They didn't sell strawberries, did they?
Baul.
Will Baul's wounds heal quickly?
My, is that concern I hear in your voice?
Well, yeah. I mean, we've been asking too much of him, really.
It will take some time, but he should recover. He's quite a fighter, you know.
Oh, good.
So don't worry, okay, Rita?
All right, Hey, I'm the one giving out the sympathy here.
You really must learn to control that temper.
That's our reader.
I'm just gonna pop back in here. Just make sure I didn't overlook the strawberries.
You didn't.
I'm just gonna leave because I didn't overlook the strawberries.
Yep. Like I said, this is the worst stretch of the game. They don't even give you the good TP healing item. And they take your airship. And your healer.
Like, you weren't kidding. I was thinking
I hope you know about Night
that
Save
Heracles.
Smash.
I mean, Heracles wasn't that bad, but oh boy.
And as you can see, the pass is fucked.
Oh.
We'll destroy them in no time.
Darn, we can't go through a meat hill anymore.
Before we leave.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Let's see. Alright, I had to learn it. Never mind.
Are you done already?
I need to spam it first.
Right. How many uses is it?
100.
I suppose. 100.
Yep,
Okay.
it's 100 to learn an altered art. Nice.
This happens all the time!
Now I can't spam anything.
No, it doesn't, Patty! No, it doesn't!
That was too short.
Fuck this.
We're almost there.
Okay.
It's like right over there.
Battle mode activated!
They're so fast!
I
mean, they're extremely weak. They're suicidally confident.
Yeah. That's kind of an annoying thing about this. They don't have a, oh, Earthbound, you're stronger. And now we're facing stronger enemies, so it doesn't even matter.
Okay.
We'll destroy them in no time. Flickering blaze burn!
Dang it!
Yep, just don't mind me.
Stop casting buffs!
No.
Stop casting buffs! Gosh!
Let's go.
I guess I still have a lot to learn.
Finish that one.
She learned something.
It's total chaos and panic no matter where you look.
People were just living normally, and then the capital winds up like this all of a sudden. Heracles' cannon even changed the land itself.
Not really a situation where you can just tell people to calm down.
Nobody's gonna accept his rule with this mess going on. Alexei, what the hell are you thinking?
Rule by terror, maybe?
Whether he can control the people or not, the world is headed for a crisis if this keeps up.
But just try telling people about the air and the catastrophe it'll cause. They won't understand. We're the only ones who know, so that means it's up to us.
This is gonna be rough.
I guess
Excuse
I
me,
can
Mr.
fight.
Pelican.
As your door, baby, all my life. Get out of here!
Stop running into me! God damn.
Pelican's hurt.
Caprice of innocent waters.
And another!
A flickering blaze burn. Fireball.
All right, who's next?
I got your weak spot. I'm fine.
As your door! Who loves you, baby?
Astion? I don't know what that is. Okay, there we go. There we go.
That's over.
Alright,
I think that's magic attack up.
I'm not done yet.
Hey, I'm getting...
square work there. Huh.
What is it, Raven?
Guys?
There a problem,
I didn't
Patty?
skip that.
You were the one groaning, Carol.
I feel kind of weird. Like there's a pressure on my chest.
Yeah, I feel the same thing.
What do you know? I'm right there with you.
It may be some light air sickness. The amount of air in the world is growing. It's easier to affect you. Many people may soon begin to feel it.
I hadn't thought of that. It's gonna get tougher, just to get by, huh?
So, we're coming up on the end then.
Raven, jeez. Ah!
Let's have a good time!
Brutal Fang!
Well, that's an interesting one. Yeah.
Ooh. I
guess. Over here.
just punch him.
Just punching. Oops. Yeah.
A righteous will let fall thy sword of lightning upon those who bear fault. We'll find your weak spot.
All my love.
Oh, incandescent locust, annihilate the vulgar before me.
Stop hitting me, you jerk!
I found your weak spot.
Fuck!
I'm just getting started.
There we go. Finally.
Oh, beef bowl. Is that the? Ooh, well, let's see. Restores some HP. Rice, beef, and onion.
Not to be confused with beef stew.
Yeah, I did have it confused with beef stew for a while.
I'm not sure who should be making that. I think it's just Yuri again.
Oops. Beef bowl. So this does a large amount of HP, but this just some HP.
Yep.
Okay. Well, less overkill, I guess. That's fine.
Different ingredients.
Fight like I'm gonna die, huh?
Yeah, that too.
Get out of
Take its course!
Get out of here!
Come forth, though avaricious
that kind of puts
and crush the evil
that line in perspective, doesn't it? Fight like I'm gonna die, huh?
Brutal Fang! Ow!
Oh, caprice of innocent waters.
Azure Storm!
Incandescent locust, annihilate the vulgar before me. Hey, help me out when I'm casting.
Well, old man's out of TP. There we go.
Caprice of innocent
Time to
waters.
pull and kill.
That's over.
Too much love.
Oh, now he has plenty of TP.
I let him use a pineapple.
Oh, okay.
A
Yuri!
new skill under
First
my
time. You didn't know you're not supposed to just eat the beef raw.
He cooked the bowl is the problem.
That's right. It's called beef bowl, right?
Really beefed that. Gotta say, not a fan of this little stretch here.
Uh-huh.
How feeble looking!
Don't
It's
let
like
him
it's a
trip you up.
dungeon, except you're not allowed to use the sorcerer ring.
A righteous will let fall thy sword of lightning upon those who bear fault. Without your weak spot. Oh, din of this modest land.
So Brutal Fang's kind of cool because
Anyone with a spine to
if you
face
push
us?
the Orts button more as it's going, it'll do more hits.
Button mashing. Rapid punches.
And the more you use it, the more you can hit it, the Orts button.
Rago's gone, the new magistrate's here. Nor Harbor's so much better. It's not fair.
Yeah, I'm sure Estelle would love to see this.
We better hurry up and rescue her then, and bring her back here with us.
She did make a promise to Polly, too.
And breaking that promise would go against the laws of brave Vesperia.
Punish the unjust. Yeah, we'll just have to come back once we've saved Estelle.
Well, at least it wasn't an
Wipe him
ambush.
out in one shot.
Azure Storm! Baby, all my love.
Grant them thy undefiled purity.
And another!
Should we be getting started?
And another!
Oh, well. Next time. I didn't even realize until... Actually, I completely forgot I could do not a Mystic Art, but a Burst Art there, because I get a free overdrive.
Oh yeah.
Sharpened rage. Run through that future. Oh, righteous will, let fall thy sword of lightning. Oh, righteous will, let fall thy sword of lightning upon those who bear fault. Oh,
God damn it! I didn't mean to do that.
Fireball!
It's alright. It's fine. Whatever. Overkill.
Victory is a whirling tide!
We'll get it back. Alright, let's see. So what's the difference here? Max HP. HP.
It's exactly the same.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know why it words it like that. Just another translation gaffe. Also, you wanted a dungeon. Here you go.
Ah, good. I prefer this to very narrow overworld. Honestly, at least I can stun enemies here.
It's cold. So very cold.
We are literally walking through the Arctic.
Okay, old man, we get it already.
The aged have lower body temperatures, you know?
Uh-huh.
What I wouldn't give for the heat of that desert.
You're gonna slip and fall if you don't shut up. Oops, too late.
Watch it there. We old folks are fragile.
Sorry.
Man, this is really some place. Sort of a cross between mysterious and just plain creepy. There are swords coming up out of the ice.
Yeah, they seem to be all over. Just what kind of place is this?
They're relics of a battle that happened long ago between pirates and the Empire.
Now that you mention it, I've heard about that.
You're just full of information, aren't you?
It's stuff that I picked up when I was researching about Ifrid.
I thought Zofair got its name from the sharp cold, but I guess I was wrong.
It's
I don't
actually
think you
short.
were too far off with cold as a void.
What's wrong with him? Ah!
Whoa!
Fish?
What was that?
Legia crest.
Big! Is that an Entelecea?
No, I don't sense intelligence in it.
So it's a monster, right? We'd be in trouble if that thing attacked us.
It's a Vitajo. A monster with
course.
a rigid, sparkly back and a super strong body.
It shouldn't bother us if we leave it alone. Forget about it. Let's go. Carol!
Huh? Oh, right.
Lucky us, no underwater combat.
Thank God. Welcome to the Blade Drifts. It's fucking cold. There's no mechanic representing this fucking cold.
Thank God.
This is not Final
Honestly.
Fantasy
We got a head
VII.
start!
Let's take care
After
of
the
him quick.
deserts, I wasn't looking forward to this.
And unfortunately, we do not get adorable snow outfits.
Oh, incandescent balls! Annihilate the vulgar before me!
They were too good to last an eternity anyway.
Oh, din of this modest land!
Come back and try again.
Okay.
Yep.
You're still learning, but let's have a look at it. Oh.
Yep.
2 more. Oh. Wow.
Like I
You're
said,
just building those up.
that's kind of yours thing.
Haha.
Panico.
Ooh, now's our chance.
Let's party!
All my love, baby. All my love.
God.
And another.
All right. Fall thy sword of lightning upon those who bear fault. I found your weak spot.
We're done.
Probably swapped it out for
Lord.
sorbet.
Yeah. What am I doing? There we go.
Or pudding, whichever is more. I think we have more ingredients for pudding. Yeah, it's just milk.
Milk and egg, fruit and milk.
Yeah. I think milk will also. Pudding will also eat into cream stew, but we have beef, so I guess that's fine.
We got the beef bowl. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should be all right.
Oh.
Okay. All right. All right.
Getting hit yourself.
Spooky. Ooh.
Oh no.
Man.
Hey guys, I think it might not be ignoring us.
This enemy doesn't look so nice.
Get ready for anything.
That's where it hurts.
Incandescent lotus.
That's it.
Before me.
Ah, move out of the way. Small child coming through.
Flickering blaze, burn. Fireball.
And another.
Flickering blaze, burn. Fireball.
That's over.
Yeah, I think sorbet is TP 15%.
Yeah. Hey, I didn't have beef bowl when I came through here.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Oh, what the? Oh no, that was just rude.
Yep, and now you see the gimmick.
I hate this.
Monster's going to be a piece of shit. That's the gimmick.
It looks
I
like
hate
he's
this.
taken a liking to us.
I prefer dates who are a little less aggressive.
I wonder if we can catch it somehow.
You want to eat it or something?
Cold water fish have more fat to insulate their bodies from the low temperatures, making them oh so delicious. White meat is just perfect for skewers.
That's not a fish, you know. That thing's a monster.
Still eat it.
Mm-hmm.
This enemy doesn't look so nice.
Get ready for anything.
Come forth, though avaricious netherworld, and crush the evil before me. Don't get in our way.
Oh, I guess my form change killed it. Killed the one I was fighting. We'll come back for that one. Actually,
Yeah,
what the hell?
Lemon.
Right.
Unless you want to give one to Raven, which I guess would be fine, because he's healing.
I keep getting lemon and pineapple mixed up. Excuse me.
They're both tangy.
Yeah,
Let's have a good time.
both fruits.
Turtle Fang! Watch out!
No good.
Azure Storm! All my baby, all my love. Get out of here! All right, who's next?
Smile of wavering darkness.
Not unless she just fires a fucking laser for that.
Yeah, she pulls out her telescope and it just... Or spyglass,
let's go.
rather.
I mean, magnifying glasses work the same way. So do spy glasses. Yeah, physics.
Ooh, now's our chance.
Let's take care of him quick.
Oh, starting a battle in critical form does not give me the free overdrive. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, so
That's no good. righteous will, let fall thy sword of lightning upon those who bear fault.
Special delivery.
Oh, righteous will,
Ah,
let
yes.
fall thy sword of lightning upon those who bear fault. Yeah, we're done.
Hey, Reed is here.
A new skill under my belt!
Good, good. I believe that is Marksman Society. Oh, that's Raven, I think. Anyway, I'm looking for high form change. Oof, 12 points. Ouch. Okay, well then, let me just see if she has any other weapons right now. Yeah, a couple. And I don't know what her Hellfire is gonna be.
No idea. Should probably put something besides the dice on her.
Oh. I could, yeah. Ah, no, that's okay. Sure.
Yeah.
What, you don't want more grade?
No.
Okay.
Considering it doesn't serve any purpose.
Fair enough. Okay, well... That's good. I think this is Trick. Olympic is Trick.
Maybe?
I might take that off. That's of dubious use, especially when it, you know, blows us up.
Eh. Take off XP share.
Yeah. Not really necessary. They get XP while out of battle anyway. Sure, item pro. That's fine. How about you? Okay. It is. Still have to find out what my, Hellfire art changes.
Fancy elements. Nope.
That's a buff.
I guess I can look on my phone.
Random fall. I don't remember actually using that, but I've apparently used it 34 times. Unless that counts the time she was, she might have used it when she was controlled by the AI.
I guess I can fight. Come here!
Come forth, O avaricious netherworld!
And another!
The evil before you! O righteous will, let fall thy sword of lightning upon those who bear fault.
Oh shit!
Okay,
Right away.
let's go.
Oh, okay. Alright, so Olympic is not
Yeah, I feel good.
Unless I've learned it. I don't think I have, though. Yeah, no. Sure would be nice if I could see what changes what art, but oh well, that's alright.
Nope, not until you learn it. Haha.
Wow, what's... Chris is just doing some weird stuff here. Alright, well, you got the thing you needed.
I went to equip the thing I need if you're going to change the weapon.
And you wanted, what was it called? Chain?
Yep.
Alright, you got it.
Yeah,
No.
you sick of this yet?
Fuck you!
I got water up my nose. So salty, so cold.
You sure are energetic, old man.
If we just sit around talking, we're gonna freeze our butts off. Patty, this would be a great time for some of your piping hot skewers.
It's frozen.
How annoying.
God, how annoying people freezing to death. What are we talking about? Hellfire?
It's our turn.
Oh yeah,
It's nothing personal.
let's try...
Come on,
Not form change.
By cooking.
Holy cow! Delicious!
Get out of here!
Alright, I like that.
Okay.
All my heart, baby, all my love. Ha! Get out of here! Ezra's door!
Righteous will let fall thy sword of lightning upon those who
Fish is done.
Ezra's door!
Yeah, we're done.
Delicious.
Okay. Alright. Raven's using more.
I'll take him out.
It's nothing personal.
Come on, Wind. Knock him around. Ezra's door! Windblade! All my love, baby.
Oh, did you take off swords up on me? But this isn't a sword.
Righteous will let fall thy sword of lightning
If
upon
I-
those who their fault.
Well, no. I don't know if it's still equipped, though.
Ezra's door! Hoorah! Get out of here!
A flickering blaze burn. Fireball.
Come on, Wind. Knock him around. Cut him down. Windblade! All my heart, baby.
That's over.
That's
Power
the
check.
logical.
Of course. Oh, speaking of skills. Ah, okay. Alright, let's see here. Axe is up. Eat. Here, Judy catch. Oh, or Mystic Art.
Everyone's getting them.
Okay, nothing over there. Ah, nothing over here. Yes, all there is to just go this way and hope nothing happens.
Say someone say something happened. Good job.
Oh, we're all over the place.
This happens all the time.
On the bright side.
Crescent moon.
The bright side, we won't be using our main member's TP. That's right.
Yes.
God. Oh, Judy only has one. Only has one in her. She doesn't have any basic combo
She
string.
should have more than one hit.
She has two. It's weird.
Yeah.
Oh, if she's moving, she
You
going
didn't
to
think
do
I was
one.
that strong, did you?
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
I
Her
don't
dash
Judy.
attack is also very wide. It's very wide.
Yep. That wasn't even
Good job.
dash. That was just me moving forward.
Oh, yeah. You can only stab once with a spear, don't you know? Well,
Sounds like a good idea.
this is
Use the
handy.
water element weapon in the ice area.
Yeah. Yeah, right now, little fire chef is just more useful.
Don't say so, asshole.
No! Fuck you! Go all the way back, jerk. That'll
At least
show
the
you.
enemies don't
That
respawn.
monster seems to have times when it bothers us and times when it leaves us alone.
Yeah, I don't like it one bit.
If we stand on really thick ice, I don't think that we need to worry about being attacked.
If that thing comes at us, we can just kick its butt. Bring it on!
I'd really prefer not fighting something like that head on at the moment.
Let's get back to land as soon as we can.
And back to someplace warm.
Raven is dying again.
Raven's already dead, it's fine.
Yeah. Haha!
Nice.
Right, perfect.
We got a head start.
This ain't a bad strategy either. Come here! Laser Storm! Come on, Wind. Knock him around. Laser Storm! All right, baby. All my love. Get out of here! Laser Storm! All my love, baby. All my love. Get out of here! Laser Storm! Come on, Wind. Laser Storm! Windblade! This is it. All my heart.
I'm just getting started.
Like, no me.
So good. Alright. Excuse me. Jeez, rude.
This one's pretty tough.
This one's for real!
Laser Storm!
Thanks, Raven.
Here comes a new spell.
Team
That's
gotta
over.
be citing it. It's good.
Blah blah blah.
Violent pain.
Yada yada yada. You know how it goes. Ooh.
You know the rest.
I'll take him out.
Aqua Ed.
Laser Storm!
The righteous will let fall thy sword of lightning upon those who bear
Final Fantasy Tactics, when you first cast a spell, they recite it. They do it every time.
They can do it every time.
Oh, really?
I think that's a critical hit.
Back and try again!
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, something
I
like
didn't
that.
think that was a neat thing in Tactics.
Yeah. And also,
Gives it.
Axes, changed some of Yuri's arts, like Azure Edge moves slower and hits harder.
Oh, okay.
But it also takes
Sacrifice
longer to
speed for
come out.
damage.
This enemy doesn't look so nice.
Get ready for anything.
Laser Storm!
Incandescent locust, annihilate the vulgar before me.
Come on, Wind. Knock him around. Windblade! All my heart, baby. All my love.
Come and face me!
Get out of here! Ow! Yeah, come here! Laser Storm!
Oops.
Come on, Wind. Knock him around and cut him down.
Sorry, I was busy cooking it.
Laser Storm!
Nice.
Baby, all my love. Ha! Get out of here!
Chance will take its course!
That's over.
I was just gonna say them reciting the spell gives it a little flavor, which is neat.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. What's gonna happen?
We're gonna keep going.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, nothing's gonna happen.
Surprisingly nice of the game to give
Who
us
has
a
our
restore
chance?
point there.
Uh-huh. Yeah, just a free restore point.
Laser Storm!
Such grace. Incandescent locust, annihilate the vulgar before me.
Come on, Wind. Knock him around.
Oh, that changes. Depending on form, too. Of course it does.
Pretty much all of our arts do.
Yeah. Alright. I need to confirm which form does the long-ranged version of that. Okay.
Someone put this giant fucking diamond in this chest. Here you go, Raven. Wear this giant fucking diamond.
Dang it! No treasure.
Hey, what's with this? I know I've seen this somewhere.
It's an air crane.
Huh. There's one even out here.
Wow. Smash.
It's not putting out any air, though. Maybe it's what's left over
never
when
mind.
they dry up.
This area doesn't seem desolate enough for that, though.
Everyone be on your guard.
Oh man, there it is again.
We're up on this rock, right? We'll be fine.
Raven.
He can fly.
Or not.
Oh. That's bad.
The air crane!
Look out!
Oh no!
Yuri!
A monster that uses an air crane to trap its prey?
How could I have been so careless? I should have known.
Carol, run!
No way! You guys will all get eaten up!
This isn't something you can beat on your own!
But...
Nice dodge.
There. Alright, that's over with. Uh-huh.
I gotta do this! I gotta do it now!
Carol!
Now or never!
I feel
Oh,
like
shit,
using
no.
Carol.
He's fine, I guess.
Yeah, you have to win this, or at least survive it.
Yeah! Ha! I won't lose!
You should use an
He
item.
doesn't have... He doesn't have dodge. Or backdash. Alright, let's see. What am I, paralyzed?
Yep.
I think I have a... Yeah.
When
Whatever,
he does that,
I
you
got
can hit
hit
it.
Looks like I gotta be more careful.
Look at him go. There he goes.
Here! Yeah! Ha! Have it break!
Dang it, I don't have backdash. Keep forgetting about that.
You can hit it when it does that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah!
Water!
Just a prank though.
Terrible prank. God damn. Alright,
Yeah, just use the best ones.
Yeah!
okay. Oh!
Yeah! Have it break!
Okay, hang on. That's gonna kill me.
Yeah.
No problem! This is nothing! Here!
Oh. Okay.
Yeah! Ha!
God damn it. It's fine.
Here! Yeah!
I can hit it, huh?
Yep.
Oh boy.
You can also
hit
hit
me
you.
though.
Here! I see. I gotta protect them. No more running.
Ah, good. I did it.
Yeah, now Carol dies.
Carol, stop this! It's crazy!
I can't watch this. I told you to get out of here!
If you keep this up, you're gonna die.
I'm fine.
I think I just.
You most certainly are not.
I think I just used my mystic on this.
No,
and
it's all right.
Immediately went to
You
the
guys
next
are all
part.
here with me.
Of him getting beaten up.
Yeah. To this.
You're all right behind me.
Mm-hmm.
So no matter how bad I'm beat up, I can't lose.
Move, damn it! If you don't, the kid's gonna...
Carol!
How did he?
You're mine!
Oh, good recovery.
That made it stop controlling it somehow.
Yeah, he broke the part.
Yeah,
How the
you,
hell did he pull that off?
yeah, you broke the horn.
Is he alive?
Hey, guys.
Sorry we're late. Traffic was awful. You doing all right?
Yeah.
It doesn't even
course.
make sense. Someone drives its
All right,
universe.
let's pay this guy back double for all those knocks you took.
Please form a party with Carol. That's right. You will form a party with
Go ahead
Carol.
and, there we go.
I mean,
Let's see.
You don't want Raven's love? I see how it is.
I guess this is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is fine. Let me just have a quick gander. Brave you are, huh?
Oh yeah, that's right. He does get a new weapon. Forgot about that.
Oh, and the FS chain is just not doing the FS.
Yeah.
7 times in a row, huh?
Yeah. I don't know if it's 7 times in a row, but it's I don't know if it goes like one by one, but
Arts.
I will say I've never ever done any of them.
Nice sweet smashes there.
Don't forget your second page.
Yeah. Wave really isn't going to be useful here. I'm on a roll.
You're on a war. A war. A revolution.
We're with you this time.
We're gonna do this together this time.
With all of us here?
Ow.
This is
I
nothing.
forgot to check.
Thanks. I'll
See if
finish
he
it
had
this time.
anything
Do
with
it.
backstep.
Let's
Oh,
finish
well.
him off.
You're being too easy on the kid.
No.
We are brave Vesperia! Nice aim smash!
Get out of here! Measure sword!
Rolling to the
Disturbing power now unleashed. Make thy judgment upon the evil before me. A righteous will, let fall thy sword of lightning
All
upon
my
those
heart,
who bear
baby.
fault.
All my love.
Like that.
Hell yeah. Great.
That hurt! Get hurt!
Nice aim smash!
O incandescent locust,
Yep, I see.
annihilate the vulgar before me.
Measure sword!
O disturbing power now unleashed, make thy judgment upon the evil before me.
Wind blade!
O righteous will, let
Couldn't
fall
tell if
thy
any of
sword
us
of
actually
lightning
did.
upon those who bear fault. Thunderblade!
I didn't see it. We might have missed it.
That's it, I'm dead.
Down.
How careless.
That's it. I'm dead.
Ah, fuck this. Just gonna die.
Disturbing power now unleashed.
You have to,
Don't want to do that,
you have to
Blade.
tell him to do it.
Me.
I've been hitting the button. Whatever. It's okay. He loves me.
Yeah, me. Rita, please. Get the fuck out of my way.
Baby, all my love.
Now you're dead.
Come on. There we go. I am a little out of practice. Dang it. I'm so used to having backdash.
Wind blade! Measure sword!
That's insane.
Oh, beans.
Please stop dying.
It's a good idea. Stop dying.
You okay?
Gotta think about arts. You can't just go all out.
Yeah.
How could
Think
I
about
do
the art.
that?
And then die.
Hey! Azure Storm! Hey!
Okay, next up. Operation Don't Die. Now for Operation Give Raven some... I don't have item thrower, that's right. Raven,
Yeah,
give
you're
yourself some TP.
Havoc break!
God damn it.
Who loves you, baby? I'll blow you away! I'll blow you away!
There you go.
Come on, Wind. Knock him around.
Finish him off. Oh, fuck.
Wind blade.
Oh, God.
All my heart, baby. Take this. You're dead. Divine Wolf. It's on. Come on, Wind. Knock him around.
Oh, it didn't do the mystic.
Wind
He
blade.
ran out.
All my heart,
Yeah.
baby. All my love. Get out of here. Azure Storm. Azure Storm.
Maybe you should give you just.
Azure Storm.
Yeah.
Hey,
let's
fine.
go ahead.
Okay, good. I learned it. I can now move it off of. Actually, it will keep doing it because it's equipped.
It's on your weapon. Oh, God damn! I keep thinking I can block that. No, I cannot block that.
I guess I could change my
magic.
weapon, but
God. That's all right.
Azure. Brutal Bane.
oh no, it's back to normal.
It's clicking the stick.
You okay?
Disturbing power now unleashed. Judgment upon the evil before me. A righteous will let fall thy sword of lightning against those who their fault.
Should be healed up. There we go.
Disturbing power now unleashed. Meet thy judgment upon the evil before me.
Another over limit. Oh my God. All right.
Screwed up. I also don't care about item throwers, so yeah.
Yeah.
What about that? I'm just.
Brutal Bane.
Oh boy. I hit it with a baseball.
I'm dying here!
Don't overdo it.
Well, get away from it, Rita. Rita.
Using this.
All right, come over here.
Oh, I got some of that.
Oh God.
It didn't matter.
Fucking hell. Oh my God. All right. It's okay. We got 9 lives left. We are cats.
Raven is too busy dying.
What else is new? Ah.
A righteous will let fall thy sword of lightning upon those who their fault. Nice aid smash! Flickering blaze aid smash! Fireball! Nice aid smash! Oh, incandescent
I will
Thanks.
protect the guild!
That was
Don't try to do everything alone.
Show off!
Yeah, this old man wants some of the fun too.
celebratory stew. Yeah.
I just keep getting stronger!
I'm not done yet.
Hey, I'm getting.
Alright, one by one now.
You idiot! What were you thinking doing that alone? Carol!
Carol. Hey, Carol.
Come on.
I hope you liked
keep it
using Kale
together,
because
kid.
now he's dead.
No.
He's all right.
Put a dungeon.
Once he calmed down, it all went out of him. He's just passed out.
Adrenaline.
This kid. What if you checked out before we even rescued Estelle?
Cut him a little slack now. Facing down challenges like that is part of becoming a man.
Not
Or
to
how you
mention he
die.
saved our butts. Yeah, we would have been lunch without Carol.
Facing down challenges.
Exactly. Those times when you just know you can't turn tail and run. Hell, everybody has those moments at least once in their life.
Let's get out of here quickly. Carol's weak. This can't be good for him.
Right.
I owe you one, boss.
That was very impressive.
Oh, okay.
I need more than a life bottle for this one. Yeah, tiny burrito. Aw. He's not even in the party.
Carol, why'd you have to go and be a hero?
Seriously, when is that kid gonna learn to be a good boy and act his age?
I've never seen him show courage like that. I swear I lost a year off my life just watching him.
Well, we almost lost our entire lives, so we owe him one.
But that was just crazy. Absolutely crazy.
I know. We have to watch him and make sure he doesn't do anything crazy again.
Yeah, I'm through losing precious years of my life to that boy's antics.
They're actually agreeing for once.
We all share a pride in what Carol did for us, each in our own way.
It just comes a little easier for some of us.
Now you get the treasure.
Sure can. That got kind of hairy.
That's a boss fight. That's Vesperia.
Yeah.
You should know this by now. Boss fights are extremely painful.
Last few boss fights weren't bad at all.
Yeah, because they were humans.
Oh yeah.
Hold still. I'll make this quick.
Alright, Brainiac is the fire artillery.
That's what happens when I get serious.
Oh boy, so many choices. Ah!
Oh no, it's
Stop
coming
running.
right
This
for
one's
us.
pretty tough.
Hold on. Now I do need to set this. Yeah. Put this down. There we go.
Don't just stand there whining. Please, somebody just waters.
Now that's just a big ass frying pan.
Big ass bunnies.
Priest of innocent waters. A righteous will let fall lightning upon those who their fault.
Are there any more foes about?
Okay, alright. So go around here.
Oh yeah, we got some for being the boss too.
Body.
Body paint. Now Yuri's in his swimwear.
Aha! Here you go, Carol. Oh, I can't equip Carol because he's dead.
Yeah.
Okay, what about up here? Oh, I can't move the camera, so I don't know which way's progress and which way's treasure.
Yeah.
Alright, well, let's try this way. Okay. There's some treasure.
I'll take him out.
Let's party!
One whole dog.
Critical point is the big frying pan.
Righteous will let fall lightning upon those who their fault.
Oh, you poor
Just one.
thing.
Okay. Ah!
Oh, now you got that.
What did I?
You learned the alternate art, I believe.
Oh, okay. Alright. It's back to Trick now.
Flickering blaze, burn! Fireball! Are there any more foes about?
Which I might keep Trick instead, honestly. Alright. I see. Okay. Eh.
So much fish.
It's our turn!
Let's take care of him quick.
I only have one.
All over the place. I'll back you up.
Heavy artillery.
Oh no, narwhal!
Oh no.
They're real!
Yeah. Yeah? Yeah, narwhals are real.
That's over.
Would you believe me if I told you that there are people who don't think narwhals exist?
I mean, it is kind of stupid. A fish with a horn, get real. Oh, yeah. Narwhals exist near, like, around Iceland and Greenland, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Psychedelic.
Psychedelic, dude. Yo.
You're not
You go,
psychedelic.
Raven? Huh? What was that?
Nothing.
Oh, nah, no, nothing.
There it is.
Is her mystic? Yeah.
More TP, yes please.
We got a head start.
Let's party!
Watch out! Azure Edge! Azure Storm!
Disturbing power now unleashed. Meet your judgment.
Azure Edge! Azure Storm!
A righteous will let fall thy sword of light.
Azure Storm!
Delicious!
All my heart, baby. All my love. Get out of here!
Thy undefiled
All
purity.
right, who's next?
Of course! Risky cast! Come back and try again!
He feels so slow when he has an axe. Not really,
I
but
imagine it's something.
he feels slow.
I see.
He's slower.
Guess if I want treasure, time to go
Yeah.
all the way back.
You want to run away?
No. Oh, mamma mia.
All my heart, baby.
I'm just getting started.
Okay.
Great.
There's a nasty one!
Don't just stand there whining.
Chance will take its course!
All my heart, baby. All my love.
Through that which blocks our future.
Volunteer? That's where it hurts!
Incandescent darkness. Annihilate the foes before me.
Come on, Wind.
Disturbing power now wearing her. Meet thy judgment on the evil before.
Let's go.
Meh. Ow. It's alright.
Battle mode activated!
Is it?
Chance will take its course!
Flickering blaze, burn! Fireball!
Azure Storm!
Ah, I found a gold.
Knock 'em around.
Wow. Can you find like 10,000 more of those?
Sure, hold on. Leave it to me.
You got 5 seconds.
Fuck.
Nope. Sorry.
Righteous will let fall thy sword
Oh,
of
well,
lightning
maybe
upon
next time.
those who bear fault. Surround rage. Run through that which blocks our future.
Come here!
Brilliant!
I'm just getting started.
On this pudding.
Yay. Hooray.
You sure you want this chest?
It's our turn!
This ain't a bad strategy
Oh,
either.
I don't know at this point. I can only hope that it's going to be worth it.
Oh, just hey, help me out when I'm casting.
Oh, all right, all right.
That's where it hurts.
Not bad.
Darn it! I wish a button.
I'm just getting started.
34 hours in, I'm just getting started.
I'm picking a small child up. It is down. One of the things the patch did apparently was make monster hitboxes slightly bigger, taller and shorter.
Nice.
I mean taller in both
good.
ways.
Sorry, but you're going bye-bye.
That's good. Very good.
That's where it hurts.
Play it all to confirm or disconfirm, but that's what the patch said.
Okay.
That is
All
a
right. I
broken
learned a
dish.
thing.
Oh, and now that thing is confused. That's good.
Let's see. Probably put that instead of trick.
It's an arcane.
Huh. I didn't notice this one. Okay. Eat this. Literally, eat this.
Eat this!
Sounds how you... 10 more, I guess. Alright.
So good. Such grace. A righteous will let fall thy sword of lightning upon those who bear fault. Okay, let's go.
Huh? Didn't I put that on down? Oh, okay. Derp. I thought... Alright.
You also have a second page. Don't forget.
I do know.
Act like I'm gonna die,
Whoops.
huh? Baby, all my love.
Oh, disturbing power now unleashed. Meet this judgment upon the evil before me.
Azure Edge!
A righteous will let fall thy sword of lightning upon those who bear fault. Oh, sharpened rage, run through that which blocks our future.
Azure Edge! Azure Storm!
Oh, righteous will let fall thy sword of lightning upon those who bear fault. Yeah, we're done. That's
A little better at hidden enemies though, sleeping on the job.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to tell some of them though.
We started, yeah.
Good.
This one's
Good
pretty
is still
tough.
there.
You want to run away?
No matter how much they buff that, I will still find a way to screw it up.
That's not what the patch was about.
Okay.
oh, disturb your power now unleashed. Meet thy judgment upon the evil before me. A righteous will
made
let
it
fall thy
big.
sword of lightning upon those who bear fault.
I'm taller. Not bigger, just taller.
Get out of here!
I'm just getting started.
Leave this ice hellhole.
That's adorable.
Does that look like an exit to anybody else?
Tired already?
We old folks lack stamina. Judith, be a dear and take him for a spell.
Oh, I wouldn't dream of stealing your job from you.
Carol, you're
Poor
awake,
Carol.
aren't you?
No, I'm not.
That's the wrong thing to say.
Carol, you're really good at pretending to be asleep.
forcing a poor old man to work in this cold. Mr. Carroll, you're made of tougher stuff than I might have guessed.
Feeling better, Carol?
Yeah.
We were really worried about you.
Me too.
You didn't look that worried to me.
Really? That's weird.
Just never do that again, okay? We're all in this together. Okay.
Oh, don't get
Mind
caught by
telling
an
me
air
what's so
trainer
funny?
again.
Hey, easy, Yuri. I was just remembering something the Dawn said.
Take care of your friends and they'll be there when you need them. Was that it?
Yeah. I was thinking maybe this is the kind of thing he meant.
Well, if you feel like you understand what he said, I'm sure you're on the right track.
I hope so.
All right, the exit's right in front of us. Let's go.
Everything all right?
Yeah. I was just thinking that maybe all the ice here was made by the air. The ice? From the air?
Well, if all things are made up of air, that would make sense.
The air crene here was actually quite stabilized, enough for a monster to control it. Maybe, if huge quantities of air could be made solid, it would help stabilize things.
You mean something like that could restore the air imbalance and stop the disturbances?
I'm not sure. It would probably need to be more efficient, and it would take a lot more air.
It sure would be
just freeze
awesome
it.
if we could do that, though.
So, you want to stay here and research this air crane?
Here.
No, there isn't
Right
time
now.
for that.
Yeah, and we've already burned enough time here as it is. Let's go.
Estelle, please be okay. Once we're out of here, let's ask somebody about what's happening in the capital.
Sure thing.
Great.
If we want news of the situation in the capital, wouldn't going to Halur be the safest bet?
Good call. Not only do they have a barrier, we can rest while we're there.
Well, some shut-eye sounds good to me.
Well, if that's that, then let's get moving. I'm damn near frozen to the bone as it is.
That's Aspio, chopped liver. Aspio's closer. Yep, that was exactly 3 feet on the world map. Fuck you, game.
Yeah, this game hates you right now, doesn't it?
Yep, this is the worst part of the game. Welcome. Yep, and now we have to go all the way down the eastern side of the continent. Wrong way.
So what's over here? Literally nothing, is
Yeah,
I'm gonna go a
literally
little
nothing.
crazy
Okay.
here.
I'm not even joking this time. Literally nothing. There's
I don't
ice.
think you were joking every time you told me that, honestly. Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay, less joking and more. Let's not get sidetracked.
Fair enough.
Let's go.
What did she say?
So if nothing
Awesome.
comes out of the pot, she flips it over at the enemy, damaging it. She yells, "You call that cooking?"
Yeah, me.
Sure you're all right after your little one-man crusade? Huh? I guess. I mean, I feel okay for now.
How unlike you to worry about Carol, Rita.
It's not that I'm worried about him,
We can't show up with injuries when we're going to rescue a princess who has to heal everybody.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
If you say so.
Yuri's mouth was moving too. Where did you?
Let's have a good time.
King. He lives right here.
The disturbing power now unleashed. Welcome to anyone with a spine to face us?
Oh, great. Let's see. Oh, God. big boss is just a
Full of
pissing
pee.
machine.
It's full of pee.
Okay.
Fight like I'm gonna die, huh? Come on, Wind.
Azure
Knock
Red!
him around.
Azure Sword! Windblade!
Cover me, would ya?
Judgment upon the evil before me!
Azure! Brutal
The
Blade!
righteous will let fall thy sword of lightning upon those who bear fault.
Hey, you see what I did there?
Oh, whoops. I think I got a bad effect.
I'm just getting started.
Baby. Oh, he poisoned yourself.
Oh, no. Oh,
Nice.
no.
Nice.
Ah. Oh, well. I'll fix that. You know, alright.
Mighty large!
The bigger the bunch, the weaker the monster. Baby, all my love.
Priest of innocent waters!
Bats!
Yep.
Oh god, lots of bats.
Yep. Yep.
Azure Red! Azure Sword!
Flickering blaze burn!
Azure Edge!
Oh, disturbing power now unleashed! Meet thy judgment
Azure
upon the
Edge!
evil
All right,
before
who's
me.
next?
You're done!
Ah, such mustard.
Brutal Blade!
Bat. All the bats are dead.
Getting surrounded. Okay, we're fine.
Azure Edge! Brutal Blade!
Oh, disturbing power!
Azure! Brutal Blade!
Oh, caprice of innocent waters!
Azure Edge!
Oh, sharpened blade! Walk through that which
Can't tell what's happening.
We're done.
Yeah, that went great.
A new
It's a voting.
skill under my belt!
Hey.
Get ready. I'm taking you down.
Alright, I want to try to actually get... Why did it use all of it? I just pressed it once!
Which direction do you push?
Left?
Right left.
Alright. Okay, that's what I've been doing wrong.
Don't get
I actually
in our
have to
way.
press a button. It's like risky caster bet. I have to pick a card. If I don't pick a card, she just falls over.
Just like any other dealer.
Great.
Let's eliminate them.
I know I could just use a holy bottle, but
The righteous will let fall thy sword of lightning upon those who bear fault.
Are there any more foes about?
Okay, now you can use the holy ball because
Man,
these guys
could
are
you be
just
any
actually
weaker?
normal.
Let's just get it over with.
yeah.
Trigger!
Oh, din of this monster!
Trigger! Victory
Yep,
is
just shoot
one
him,
of a
folks.
kind!
Alrighty then.
Should be able to loop west right here. Yep, and now we're back in familiar territory. From like 30 hours ago. There's nothing here except
Yeah.
for Halur.
I see.
Some layers are blocked
Can't
off though.
We can't even go to Aspio.
Yeah, we can. We just loop
Well,
around from the
we
south.
can.
But for once, they're actually correct. Halur is in fact closer because of this.
We've got this territory. No, we don't have this territory. Alright, repeat. Time to live up to your name.
With speed. The cops are coming for repeat. I can hear them.
Oh. Oh.
Can't pee here.
The dog police.
There sure are a lot of people here.
They're refugees from the capital. See how they're all well dressed?
Yeah, I guess.
It looks like there's nothing unusual with the barrier here for now.
Carol, are you okay?
Looks like he ain't okay at all.
He's got a bad fever. He really overexerted himself.
All because he had to go and be a hero. I swear. Yuri.
Huh? Oh, sorry. Let's go to the inn so that Carol can rest.
Bye, Carol.
It's actually nice to be back. It all started with trying to recover that Aquablastia. Couldn't have guessed then we'd be heading out on a trip that spanned the globe. Don't worry, Repeat. I'm the same guy now that I was then.
A murderer.
It isn't me. It's the situation that's changed. Yeah. It's just a new set of circumstances.
Wait, what? You have a Blastia on your head? Huh.
Don't you?
I mean, I guess Raven has one in his heart, so why not one in your brain?
Yeah. A thinking man's Blastia.
You've been looking all around for a while now. You looking out for somebody?
What? No.
There's no point trying to hide it. Your eyes have been wandering all over the place.
All right, you got me. With all the people from the capital, I haven't seen anybody from the lower quarter.
Oh.
You're concerned for them, aren't you? That's nothing to be ashamed of.
I just figured we've got enough to worry about as it is.
No, go away. Jeez. New products, huh?
Eh.
Not really hurting for cash anymore, are we?
It's thanks to Saphira.
Oops. That's what I meant to do there. Aha! You want the mental up, don't you?
I mean, it's just a skill, so I'm going to get it. Yeah, it's not like I'm going to lose life up. Before you leave the shop, check out the valuable items just to see if there's anything new. Okay.
A few things. Let's see. Which one is it? This?
Quartet?
Okay. Sure.
Can you guess?
We now have 4. Hey, we can make another of these.
Nah.
Okay.
That might be a goof on my part.
Oh, only Flynn can wear the. Well, we'll get him a pair for next time. Shoot, I locked myself out of something, didn't I? Oh well.
I just distracted. I guess.
Can't put my dog tail on my dog, though, huh?
That's just silly.
Oops.
Great, now she is a Naruto.
I wonder what that says. That looks like the game's letters.
Yeah, it does. It probably says reader, honestly. It's my guess.
Oh.
Because it has 4 symbols. Great.
I hate it.
I hate it. I hate it! She also hates it.
Oh, right, Carol's dead.
Yeah. You need to go in so he can be revived.
Hello, and welcome to Denabola Inn. Don't worry about paying.
Huh? Why? Probably because we don't look like we have any money.
Well, you see, an important official is visiting the mayor's house right now, and it's by his orders.
An important official,
the government's handling the money for the inn so that anyone can stay here for free.
I wonder who it is.
That must be for all the refugees that have come to the town.
Circumstances being what they are, it takes the fun out of it. But our business is booming, thanks to all the visitors to our town.
Alexei walks in.
Sounds like a good deal for the
Mephisto.
Empire.
So does that mean you don't have any vacancies?
I'm throwing you a bone. And then he leaves.
Then he blows
You're
at
in
the
luck.
end.
I have one room that's not taken.
The bone is gone.
Then
Fetch.
I'll take that room, thank you.
Hey there, no cutting in line.
Of course, I wouldn't think of not paying. I'll pay 10 times the regular price. I'll also give the same amount to you travelers. That should settle things nicely, yes?
You don't need money.
Son of a...
How dare you offer to pay us?
I'm so sorry. I took another look at the register, and it seems that I don't actually have any vacancies. So sorry. Come again.
What? I knew this town was in the sticks, but this is...
Honey, let's just go on to Heliord from Nor Harbor.
Well said. I should be thankful we don't soil our clothing in a filth.
They're gonna be in for a nasty surprise when they try to go to Port Nor.
Hope they like the blade drifts.
Oh.
Sorry to have kept you waiting. Your room is upstairs, in front.
What?
They're
You
gonna
said there weren't
die.
any vacancies.
One can only hope.
Business is business, right?
Eat the rich.
Yes, don't worry about it. I can't stand people like that. And wasn't it you who saved Halur's tree? This is the
about
least I can
25
do.
hours ago.
Enjoy
yeah.
your stay.
It was us.
Yeah, he's got her back.
All those refugees. The capital must be in a sorry state.
What evil you think that bastard Alexei's gonna perpetrate next?
There's no way I'm letting Alexei get away with all the stuff he's done.
Meantime, he's just fondling all that
Who
apathy.
cares about Alexei? Estelle. I want to save Estelle.
Yes, but to do that, we need to take care of Alexei. And we need to come up with a better plan to do it. We can't let ourselves
Storming
get
Castle seems
blasted
to have
all the
worked
way
out.
back to Nor Harbor again.
Well, we can't go anywhere till Carol gets better. So we might as well gather some info around town, don't you think?
Good idea. Someone might end up saying just the thing we need to hear.
Wasn't the innkeeper saying that someone important from the capital was in the mayor's house? Let's go and have a look-see. Old man?
Someone's gotta look after the boy, don't they? Leave that to me. You kids go on ahead.
Oh, there goes our other healer.
Uh-huh. And now we have none.
I mean, if we get lucky, Patty can heal.
Oh.
She can also poison and paralyze you.
And stun.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Exactly.
Aha! Oh. We'll come back for that one.
Oh, I'm so glad you are all safe.
Oh, hi, Yoder.
Yep.
Huh. You did this, right? Had the inn open its rooms free of charge?
And just who are you? Watch your tongue. Do you know to whom you are...
Don't even bother.
There
He
are
doesn't give a
many who have
shit.
escaped with only the shirts on their backs. I felt this was one service their country could provide for them.
Okay. Actually, I'm more interested in what you can tell me about the capital.
The capital?
It's fucked.
Zophius is no longer a city fit for any person.
The city's barrier Blastia began giving off a great light, and the town was racked by earthquakes and lightning.
However, the real terror came after that. A glowing fog appeared from the barrier Blastia and quickly spread throughout the city. The plants it touched grew hideously large, and the water became poison. It was hell itself.
The air is out of control.
Oh, that such dire events could befall Zophius, jewel of our glorious empire.
If the air has covered the entire city, what is he doing to her?
This is that turncoat Alexei's doing. I'm sure of it. He came to us demanding our obedience. And when we refused, he swore he would reduce us to dust.
Alexei?
That beast even had the gall to
And all
turn
that,
the royal
Alexei.
guard on us after we made our escape.
Then how did you come all this way unharmed?
Flynn held them off for us. It is thanks to him that we refugees arrived here safely. If he hadn't come to our aid just then, we all would have died.
Oh, I'd love to hear more about how great Flynn is, believe me. But I haven't seen anyone from the lower quarter here.
And basically
What
just
happened
landed
to
and
them?
ran towards the capital with his army.
I'm sorry. I haven't seen anyone either.
They must have been left behind, with all that air flooding out.
It was all we could do to save ourselves. With all that was happening, we were unable to take everyone with us. We did all we could. You must understand.
You got all these nobles.
Yeah, they sure got all the rich people out.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah?
Funny that.
Hey,
I'll be at the inn.
Here he is, unhappy.
Can't imagine why. I'll be at the inn. I'll be at the inn.
Can you believe you ringed all over that minister's face right in front of the prince?
Okay. I need to use the restroom real quick.
Okay.
So, it's just, I'm just gonna go into the... Oh no, which room?
You did it.
Got it. Yes, I did it! Second try!
His Highness is...
It sounds like the entire capital's been covered in air.
Okay, I have made my triumphant return.
And the one in the middle of it all is most likely.
That's insane. If he's using Estelle to cause all of that, then she can't handle that. Who knows how much of a toll it takes on her each time she's forced to use her power. She was already having problems controlling it. Now there's no telling what will happen to her. What if we get there too late and... Even if we take out Alexei, she...
Do you think maybe there's a way to get her power under control?
There is. There has to be. We just haven't found it yet.
Hey, what about the Knights?
Flynn's doing what he can, but it's not enough. They don't have De Nomos.
We do.
Yuri, you have De Nomos.
Yeah.
I'll try asking Pharaoh. It would be good to know how much time we have left.
Maybe we should have, no, never mind. Come on, Baul, answer!
Oh, she's calling Pharaoh.
Yuri!
You've reached Pharaoh. Leave a message after the roar.
Beep.
Hey, did we wake you up? How are you
He
feeling?
doesn't get answering machines.
Looks like I slowed you guys down again. You're going to the capital, right?
Don't worry about that now. We're still figuring out what to do. You just get better.
Yeah, I just don't want to be left behind, okay? Our whole guild is gonna rescue Estelle.
I know. Why don't you try and get some more sleep, huh?
Okay.
I can't seem to reach him. The air may be causing interference.
Keep saying something about an answering machine.
No big deal. Either way, it's just a matter of making Alexei sorry he ever started this. Right?
And nothing more?
I'm gonna go get some fresh air.
And not the bad
Keep an eye on
kind.
Carol for me.
Yuri.
What's with a long face? You don't need to worry about me.
Dog will come too.
A job nobody wants to do.
Are you going out alone?
I don't think that's any of your Highness's concern. I want to know how things are in the lower quarter, so I'm just gonna go take a look.
Just gonna go over to the capital.
Gonna hike to the capital, be back before dawn.
The council
yeah.
has decided to bring formal charges of criminal conspiracy against Alexei.
Oh no.
Ah, yes. Yeah, that'll
The
help.
Knights are currently forming a strategy for re-entering the capital from day
That will
one.
help.
With all that air in the
Eventually.
city, I doubt they'll get very far.
Estelise is with Alexei, isn't she?
How did... So you caught on, huh? I wondered why you didn't bring her up earlier.
What do you intend to do about her?
What do you mean?
All those who carry the Imperial blood possess a certain power. In most of us, it is too faint to be of use, but I have heard that hers is extraordinary. I'm sure it was for this reason that the Council threw their support behind her.
Why are you bringing this up now?
Isn't this current disaster being caused by her power?
So what if it is?
The Knights may have to... You're aware that defeating Alexei may not be enough.
That's not going to happen.
Because you'll do it yourself? Flynn told me about you, that you always try to carry far too much on your own shoulders.
You can tell him that we'll be just fine without the help.
But why?
I thought I told you this isn't your concern.
That sword. Perhaps you are just the person it was waiting for.
Keep talking, and I'll try it out on you.
Forgive me.
Shit, Yuri.
Alright, time to hit the capital. And no, you can't go through the
for
hole.
real. Oh, okay. This game's just full of surprises.
Time to hit through the forest. Again.
Oh, it's just the forest.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, whatever.
Not that way.
Alright, let's see. Not this way. Okay.
You have to go to the forest. Not that way.
I thought that was towards the forest. My bad. I see it now.
Yeah, you can't go there. Yeah, it's not on the path.
Yeah. Oops.
Hold still. I'll make this
These
quick.
are still exactly the same.
I was focusing on the forest, and the barrier kind of blocked it. Yeah, I might as well just pop a holy bottle if this is what's gonna we're gonna run into.
Yeah, you may as well. And it's dawn.
Oh, whoops. Oh well.
How's your
It's been
day
a while,
been?
okay? Daylight savings time.
That's right.
So, no, I woke up eventually.
Uh-huh.
Here we are.
I'll let you in on a secret. The alarm clock I have next to my bed, I never change the hours on, so I woke up at the same time I always do.
Nice. Oh, wait. This.
Yeah.
I remember when Estelle ate that Nia fruit. Well, that was quite a face she made. Come to think of it, it's been a long time since we've been on our own, huh, pal? I haven't been feeling like myself, even when I'm fighting. It's like I'm tired all of a sudden. You mind keeping an eye out for a while, Repeat?
Okay.
Wonderful nap.
Yuri, you...
Huh?
Idiot!
Huh?
And that's how Yuri died.
What the? What? Carol?
You brain-dead piece of crap!
Hey! Hold on a sec!
You trying to be some stupid lone wolf or something?
Lone wolf? Wait,
Save the excuses for later.
Huh?
After you finish
For now,
roasting.
you can drop dead.
Whoa!
Such excitement.
Hey there, Sunshine. Still living?
Maybe.
Well, it looks like you're awake now. How nice.
Time for the guild punishment.
Jeez, Repeat. What happened to keeping a lookout?
He saw friends.
He led us right to you, like a good boy.
Yep.
He's pretty clever, you know.
Yeah, he told us if we came this way, we'd see the biggest fool in the world.
Do you guys know what's going on?
Put up a sign
Do
and
you
everything.
really understand what has to happen after this?
You're the one who doesn't understand!
Carol.
You can't... This is one thing you can't just do on your own, Yuri!
What were you trying to prove? How far did you think you'd get without us?
Yuri, even if you leave us behind thinking you don't need us, we're still gonna search the whole world from top to bottom until we find you.
What it boils down to is, it's no fair keeping all the fun and glory to yourself.
Would it hurt for you to believe in us a little bit more?
We believe in you, Yuri.
Yeah, I mean, we're your friends.
You got me, guys. All right, then. We're all in this together. Until the end.
Right.
Duh.
So let's go do this thing.
Go kill
The way out of the
Estelle,
forest
maybe.
is right over there.
Good boy. Great. Nice fake out again. Oh, alright.
Yeah, but even put your point back.
I wonder if the world will benefit if Prince Yoder becomes emperor.
Who knows?
What kind of weak answer is that? I thought you'd be at least a little optimistic.
Well, he'll have Flynn around. That should help things a little.
But only a little?
I'm not so wide-eyed and innocent to think that major change is going to happen overnight.
That sounds like you, all right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Wait. Yes? Yes!
Before we head to the capital, we're gonna make a quick pit stop in Dayton Hold.
The place I couldn't go through.
Yep. The
Of
north
course.
entrance is blocked. Yep, you see the capital from here. Looks great. Very is lovely this time of day.
Ah.
Hmm? Lovely.
A nice place to visit, but I wouldn't want to live there.
You might recall.
Hey, why are we stopping here?
I heard the knights were gathering at Dayton Hold.
Flynn, right?
But this place is completely deserted.
Looks like we missed him.
I wonder if he's headed to the capital.
Then we might run into him on the way.
Ugh, whatever. If we're done here, can we hurry up and get moving already?
Yes, ma'am.
Not done.
I might recall.
You might recall someone we met here once upon a time.
Kaufman!
You're gonna go up to the same place.
Oh yeah, okay. Let's see if I remember how to get there. Don't tell me.
Warmer,
Let's
warmer,
see.
colder, warmer. There you go.
Yeah. Hey guys, I'm just going up here. Duke!
You?
It seems you were not able to stop her.
What are you talking about? We're just getting warmed up. Now you just sit and watch like a good boy.
Yuri, don't be rude. He lent us the sword.
Yeah, you're right.
Why?
Why what?
Why do you smile at a time like this?
I'm just a wild and carefree kind of guy.
Foolishness.
Can't help it, I guess. I was born like this. Let's go.
We can
Good
tell.
talk.
On the outside, he might not get angry or flustered or cry, but we can tell. And right now, he's so frustrated it's all he can do not to scream. But Yuri keeps all that hidden away, so it looks like there's nothing wrong. And for me, now, when I see no hope at all, his attitude is why I can still stand up and fight.
Carol, what's the holdup?
I'm coming!
Why are you
Just
telling
lecturing
me
the Duke.
this?
Yeah, you're right. Someday I'll tell him myself. Someday.
True friendship. However, the time will come when hope turns to despair.
Good talk.
Okay. Good to see you too, Duke.
Yep. And now
Glad you're
we-
alive.
Yep. Now we can go to the capital. Stairs are hard,
They are hard.
as they're usually made out of rock. Or hardwood.
Well, if it isn't the Imperial Knights, I guess they're getting ready to invade the capital.
But it looks like they're at a standstill. I wonder if something's wrong.
Oh yeah. Yuri, wouldn't it be great if Flynn came with us?
It
Did
sure
you
would.
forget that he's leading the Knights? I really doubt there's any way he could come with us.
As soon as the scouts return, gather all of the lieutenants. Yuri! Everyone!
Oh no.
And there goes Sodia's day.
Thank goodness you're all right. Her Highness must still be in Zophius, then.
Yeah, for now at least. What are you doing out here?
The Royal Guard has taken up their positions ahead. We're just waiting on the scouts I sent to observe the enemy forces.
Captain, you don't have the time to be speaking with...
No need to worry. We don't plan on staying long.
You're going to the capital too?
Yes.
There's something I'd like to discuss alone with you. Do you mind?
Captain!
It's fine. I'll be back soon. If there are any movements, be sure to notify me. Let's go. Prince Yoder informed me of what's been going on. About Lady Estelise's powers, too. If it really comes down to it, you might have to.
Hey, the whole reason we're going to the capital is to prevent that from happening.
I know that. I'm only talking about the worst-case scenario.
I've already made my choice. Or have you forgotten?
No. I remember.
I'm prepared for the worst, but I'm going in the hope that it can be avoided. What are you going to do?
I've been thinking about this for a long time now. What is a law? What is a crime? Where is the line between right and wrong? After much consideration, I came to the undeniable conclusion that such a clear distinction cannot be made. Even now, my belief that we all need laws hasn't changed. But even so, I cannot bring myself to call you evil. That's why I hoped that we could make a world where we wouldn't have to keep repeating the same mistakes. Yet look at what's happening now.
Then why not come with us? The capital's full of air, so your knights wouldn't be able to enter. But if you come with us, even if we can't get everyone through, we might be able to manage some of them.
Dane Nomos, huh?
Honestly, I don't know what's going to happen from here on out, so you're going to have to decide for yourself what to do.
Excuse me, sir. A large group of battle machines has emerged from the enemy lines. The numbers are staggering.
What?
Battle machines? Metal Gear?
Battle machines.
Metal Gear!
Metal Gears.
Oh no, they're all in sync. Look at them go. We can't match that choreography. We don't have a chance.
We're in big trouble.
They're synchronized.
How could they have been hiding so
they're
many
dance
of their
machines.
forces?
It looks like we're going to have some difficulty breaking through that.
Some? No, that's gonna be brutal. By the time we get to the capital, we'll already be half dead.
We have tents.
It's not like we have to face those things head on.
No, they have chain
Do you
battles.
see any way around them?
Oh.
There's nothing
You
but
got a
enemies
skill that
anywhere
prevents
I
those.
look. I have a feeling it might be impossible.
Just have to remember which one it is and to enable it.
But we're so close to the capital.
They've started to move. They're coming this way.
Hey, shouldn't we withdraw back to the hold?
Captain.
Yuri, are you going to the capital to stop Alexei? And to save Her Highness?
Yeah.
Then, no matter how this ends, I believe that what you've decided is the best possible outcome.
Flynn.
You should go. Knights!
And as a
An
horse.
enemy battalion stands before us, and Alexei lies in wait behind them. I won't tell you this will be easy, and I understand if you want to flee. But I want you to remember what it is that we must do, what it is that we're protecting. We're knights. With our swords, we protect the people. I will not force any of you to fight, but if you share the same spirit as I do, then let us fight this battle together!
Flynn really is amazing.
He didn't make captain for nothing.
Imperial Knights, straight ahead!
Let's head for the capital.
It's alright. Most of them have Hellbirds. They'll be fine.
A double sigh?
Knock it off.
We have to make up our minds about Estelle. From what people who fled from the capital said, it's probably already too late.
Stop it! Don't say that!
I think Yuri has decided where he stands already.
How would you know that?
You mean, the reason he tried to go alone was...
We have to make up our minds, too.
I know what we have to do, but still.
You tell there's a lot of fighting because of all the dust clouds.
Hold on. Whoa, hold on. There we go. And just walk around the fierce battle. Whoa. Nice dodge.
Time to invade the capital.
It doesn't matter which way we enter it now.
There's only one way in.
Oh no,
it's
nature.
Hard to believe we're really in the capital.
This is so horrible.
I hate nature.
Plants are all overgrown. It's gotta be the air.
It's so dense. Too much of this stuff would kill anybody.
We'd definitely be in trouble without that sword.
Yeah, stick close to me. Especially you, old man.
Hey, I've been on pins and needles since we got here. Hold my hand, would you?
Give me a break.
Shut up, Raven.
Hold my hand. I'm not letting you run away anymore, Yuri.
Give it a rest. I'm not going off by myself anymore.
Look! Monsters got
I
in
do
here.
like how he just takes that in stride.
How?
Oh.
The barrier is back up and running fine.
Having a time. This is their capital.
Yeah, look at him go. I especially like the bee that's just flying in circles.
I'm a
the egg bear doing squats.
They look like they're going crazy, like the ones we saw back at Cave Mock.
Yuri, what is it?
Huh? Oh, it's nothing. Let's go. We can't keep Estelle waiting.
The lower quarters at the bottom of that slope. It's his home.
It looks like it's been overrun
Shit.
by the plants.
Hey.
What's up, old man?
I want to hear what you're planning. You know, about Estelle. We're all floating in the same boat, right? Care to share?
I'm not sure I won't lose my nerve if I start talking about it now. You're just gonna have to bear with me till the time comes.
You're prepared to do what's necessary, but you haven't given up hope.
That about sums it up.
I guess that's your style. But don't try to take it all on by yourself, all right?
It's weird hearing kind words from you, Raven.
True enough.
All right. Ah!
I suppose I could try.
Gotta keep on my toes.
Get out of here!
Trap them by ultraviolet purity.
Come on, Wind. Knock him over. Cut him
Delicious.
A disturbing power now unleashed.
baby. All my who's next? Get out of here!
Oh, caprice of innocent waters.
She smacks it with a gigantic skewer.
Delicious.
Power now unleashed.
Oops.
Yeah!
Good job.
I stunned myself again.
Well done.
There was 2 done.
Uh-huh. Should have gone medium rare.
Into me, just alright.
Camera.
Perspective. It's all a matter of perspective. Darn it!
Battle mode activated!
Come here!
Odin of his modest land.
Oh, darn it.
Annihilate the world before me.
You really need to stop blowing yourself up. It's very distracting.
All my heart, baby. All my love. Get out of here!
Righteous will not kill the sword of lightning upon those who bear fault. Don't get in our way. The capital's like this, and Estelle's power's been released. The world might be done for.
Oh, the gloom! Rita, darling, how can you be so gloomy?
Okay, first, never call me darling. Second, excuse me for not being as optimistic as you.
Hey now,
Face the
old
little
Raven's
optimist.
not without his own worries.
Oh, really?
Sure, but what's the point of getting all down? We're doing all we can to make this work out, right? You just gotta believe in yourself. Wait, that's basically a Rita trademark, ain't it?
Okay, fine, you're right. Oh, how could I let you outsmart me?
There now, there's hope for the world yet. As long as our little genius doesn't lose that attitude.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, now's our chance.
Let's party!
Get out of here! Asher!
Oh, caprice of innocent waters! You disturbing power now unleashed! No way!
Chance will take its course! Risky fast!
Darn it.
Get out of here!
Smile of wavering darkness!
Asher! Brutal fang!
Come on, Wind.
Sharpened
Knock him
blade.
around and
Run
cut him
through that
down.
with flash.
Yes, that worked. All my heart, baby. All my love.
Get out of here! Brutal fang!
Now unleashed! Meets thy judgment upon the evil before me! Righteous will fall thy sword of lightning upon those who bear fault! Thunderblade!
That wasn't too bad.
Oh, thank goodness you didn't blow me up with that dish.
Finish that one!
Talk about a lethal chef. Oh no, where's the reporter? Oh no, we can't get to him.
Has Yuri learned combo 2 yet?
Likely. Focus. Come on. Focus. Not quite. Not quite.
Oh no,
Angry bear.
bear.
Mode activated!
Disturbing power now unleashed! Meet thy judgment upon the evil before me!
See, back you up with some lethal artillery.
Righteous will fall thy sword of lightning upon those who bear fault!
Brilliant!
Asher Edge! Brutal fang!
Oh, disturbing power now unleashed! Meet thy judgment upon the evil before me!
Get out of here!
Righteous will fall thy sword of lightning upon those who bear fault!
Asher Edge! Take this!
And crush the evil before me!
Knock him around and cut!
Okay, let's go.
Alright, she's got her Mystic R now.
You think he could stand to be a little less cold and prickly all the time? I mean, I know he's worried about the
she
lower
says directly
quarter,
into his
and we
ear.
all want to wring Alexei's neck, but still.
Oh, I'd say it's all right from time to time.
What's all right about it?
The fact that he acts like this, knowing the tension it causes, is a sign that he's softened. The old Yuri would never have let us see that he was upset about something.
It's hard to stay emotional when your friends analyze you like you weren't even there.
Darn, the gate's locked.
Tight.
Never mind the extremely wide
Look
bars.
at there! I might be able to squeeze through.
Nice. You
Just
can go
throw
through
Carol.
there and open it from the other side.
Toss me.
We're counting
You gotta
on
toss
you!
me.
Don't tell the elf.
Don't tell us still.
Can't animate him
We're
throwing.
out of time. Why don't we just blow it open?
Just because there's nobody out here doesn't mean nobody's in there.
What, the gate?
It'd be a pain if we were discovered.
Yeah.
The air is all over the city, isn't it? It's gotta be in the castle, too.
Alexei must have taken some sort of precautions against that.
Oh! Carol did it!
Got it! Everybody hurry!
Good work. Okay, this is it, folks.
Time to storm the castle.
Yep. Here it is. After 40 hours, we're back.
The final dungeon. Oh.
Huh? There's no
It was
air
pretty
in here.
final.
He must have figured out how to use Estelle's power to do this.
Yep, this is pretty climactic. I can't wait to see what's actually going to
It may
happen.
have been that the outer barrier was to keep the air in.
That hunch you had is looking more likely by the minute, old man. We're gonna have company before long.
Why is it I'm only ever right about the bad stuff happening?
If you only think negatively, only bad stuff's going to happen. So just think positive.
Well said. I'm sure you're right about that.
Yeah. Like
Always
her.
thought of myself
Her
as an optimist,
grandfather's
to be honest.
might be a mass murderer or something.
Think
It's
positive.
not like saying that now's gonna change anything. We gotta brace ourselves and push forward.
Yeah, those bogus knights who've sided up with the bad guys don't stand a chance.
I think the real knight's just, you know, very stupid.
It's too bad in a way. I finally get to see the castle, but not for the reason I was hoping.
Flynn entrusted Estelle to you, right?
Yeah.
He's taken on his own share of burdens, so we can focus on rescuing Estelle. Still, it must be hard for you.
I'll carry his resolve with me.
Good. I'm sure we can save Estelle then.
Well, yep. Crack open a cold one. Here we go. Yep, looks familiar.
First place we kind of want to find is the kitchen. You know, the place where Yuri had that delicious curry so long ago. These
down here.
These are the prison cells.
Oh, whoops. This is in the kitchen.
You can check it out.
This is where we started the game.
Yep. Right there. This is where Raven started the game. Hey, look what he left.
Ha!
He stashed something just in case. I mean, it's stronger. Also, he armor. Yeah. The moon. Guard.
What? All right.
Whereas Yuri didn't even eat his complimentary apple gel.
That's right. I said we would come back for that. Oh well.
We came back. I do get kind of lost in here.
This is a big place, and it's been a long time since we've been here last. Oh, hello.
I don't care what rock you crawled out from. Bring it.
Damn.
Bring it.
Call thy sword of lightning upon those who bear fault. Oh, disturbing power now unleashed.
Remember to keep a sharp eye out.
You're done. So I want to say the kitchen area is up in that four-way passage area, or three-way passage area, and then just up again. I think. Oh no, he figured out corners.
This enemy doesn't look so nice.
This one's for real.
Hey, no.
Disturbing power now unleashed.
All my heart, baby. All my love.
Oh, guess we're done.
All right, let's see here. So, are these doors? Nope. 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 So, you think up here or back that way?
Upstairs.
Okay.
Then up. And I think to the right. Maybe the next door.
Yeah, this definitely looks familiar.
Yeah, here we go.
Hold on. Someone's there.
Huh?
The Elite Swan Brigade.
What the?
Yuri? Oh, it's Yuri!
Huh? Hanks?
Swan Brigade did it good.
Hanks!
They did.
Everyone!
Their jobs.
You're all okay!
Hey, that's my line!
Why are you inside the castle?
Yeah, you all too.
Yes, well, Sir Flynn ordered me to lead the evacuation of the citizens.
In a rare fit of insanity.
However, I realized that the inhabitants of the lower quarter were nowhere to be found. It wasn't part of my orders, but you see...
The exit collapsed.
Whoops.
And a
My
strange
controller was
fog
non-responsive for
covered
a
the
second
ground.
there.
We were in quite a fix.
That sometimes happens to me too in battle.
Well, thanks to these knights, we escaped the fog and came here. They saved our lives.
Good job.
I am prepared to receive punishment for violating my orders.
I say,
we will take the same punishment.
Punishment? I'm just an old man, boys. Anyway, isn't it the duty of the knights to protect the citizens? You did well.
This is an honor. Captain Captain Raven.
Don't call me Captain. I'm just Raven.
Sir, I apologize, Sir Just Raven.
Good.
Looks like somebody respects you.
I never would have believed it.
Guess you can't judge a book by its cover.
This is great, Yuri.
Huh. I forgot how tough everyone was. What was I worried about?
I don't know why, Yuri, but you look happier than I've ever seen you before.
Yep, that's one hell of a weight off his shoulders.
She's right.
Yep.
Did you see the former commandant?
Sir, no sir. But we overheard the royal guard outside. Something about the sword stare?
The sword stare?
That really tall thing we got blasted off of.
So that means he's still up there.
Sounds like smoking scoundrels both like high places.
The problem is, only important people can get to the sword stair. There's some special mechanism.
And our important person is not here.
Rita can take care of formulas. We can do it.
You said it. Hanks, all of you should stay here and hide. Let's go.
Isn't this great? Now everyone in the lower quarter is safe.
Yeah. Now all that's left is crushing Alexei and saving Estelle.
You must be so proud that your men are finally doing some actual work.
I've tried to tell you, I don't have any men.
There was a real sparkle in their eyes when they were looking at you, old man.
How can someone respected by so many be so cold to his friends?
All right, Raven's starting to think he's had about enough of these shenanigans.
Shenanigans. The YDF.
YDF. YDF.
YDF. Well. Aha! Oh, we'll come
You
back
will
to that.
return this egg.
That's the fireplace egg. We can't take that. Uh-huh. Aha!
This guy brought
Right.
his stock. And he brought strawberries. So you can put
Finally.
cakes back on the menu, boys.
Hell yeah. About frickin' time. If it's just a little bit, no point. 28 though, I don't know.
No.
Like you said, armor's not all that important.
No. You're still gonna die in like 5 seconds. You should always look at the weapons though.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a head next to it, you need it.
Yes. Okay. 16,000.
Getting into the real shit here. Oh, we have one of those.
Ooh, Patty's Mystic Card. Yes, please. And of course, the compact swords.
Of course.
Yep. Okay.
Solid gold boots. And we didn't really fight any. Well, I guess we did kind of fight some things.
A few things here and there.
Ah, finally a new off weapon for Repeat. Finally, he gets void attack.
Yeah, that's it. What's this? Ah. Okay. Shame we don't have any Navy metal.
Navy metal. Navy? Navy metal.
Okay.
Oh no, I can't believe they turned Navy into a metal. I think everyone's got a new off weapon. You're just scrolling through them.
I am, aren't I? Well, he's already got a large size bag.
Yep.
We already got sandals. Already got that. We just don't have this, but we don't have what we need to make that. Here's a glove for your punching.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, Mamma Mia!
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Hey! Here you go.
Yep. And you'll probably never take it off.
Yep, this is yours now. Okay, that means... Well, hold on. Well, I haven't learned it yet. But Fire Big Chef, is that gonna count as an arcane or altered art? Because it's technically an altered art, but it's an altered version of an arcane art.
It's always altered.
Ah, okay, it'll just... It doesn't replace it, that's right. Okay.
It only replaces it while you're learning it.
I want my Mystic Art. I want to see my Mystic Art. Is that a restore? Nah.
Hey, and guess what's still here?
Delicious!
40-hour-old curry.
It aged like fine wine.
That's not how curry works.
It does when wine
Don't
is
eat
used
old
to
curry.
cook it.
Yep.
Oh, hey guys.
And now our
Check out that-
objective is to... I think we go down by one of the stairways. Not this, not this one. Oh no, we cross over. I think we cross over, and then we go down one of this. We cross over, we go down.
This ain't a bad strategy
and
either.
Then we go right into one of the
rooms. Okay, remind me, Mystic Art. It's
you need level 3 special. You need to use your burst, and then you hold down attack and arts.
Just attack.
Or just attack.
Oh, I haven't learned little fire big
There's
chef
no way
yet.
we're gonna
Damn
lose.
it. All right. I think Fire Big Chef is just too useful to get rid of. So, what you said?
We cross over to the other side, and then we go down the hallway on the other side where Estelle's
so
room
backtrack?
was.
Or head this way.
I think we can just go through the passage we're going through. Yeah.
Okay.
I got lost as hell in here, by the way. If you can't guess.
Makes sense. Just another save point.
Let's eliminate them!
Alright, here I go! First right.
Just keep pushing it until you get level 3.
Oh, incandescent locusts! Annihilate them!
Yeah, you're level 3.
Oh, righteous will, let fall thy sword of lightning!
Hell yeah! Holy shit, it's a roulette wheel!
Oh no, now she's dead. One of the results.
Quickie! Yep, it's Quickie!
Come here!
Holy crap!
Thanks,
Did you see
Quickie.
that? Gave us an overlay back.
That was high definition Quickie.
Hell yeah!
Unleashed! Meet thy judgment upon the evil before me!
All my heart, baby, all my love.
A righteous will, let fall thy sword of lightning upon those who bear fault!
Okay, so if I press E, we're
You
almost
thought
done
you
here,
could
so
win?
okay.
Too bad.
Oh good, and a new weapon.
Zephyrus.
Check the items.
Nope.
Yeah, new items. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. We don't have Estelle right now.
Nope. Oh, this is Flynn's room. Yeah, we can go in Flynn's room now, and we won't be attacked by Zaki, which means we can loot his Flynn's room. Of course. I'm sure you won't mind. You probably say just take it.
Oh. Oh. Oh, that's right. Yep. There's Flynn and there's Yuri tucked away in the corner.
Yep. It's a good picture.
Oh, Flynn. He didn't have anything good. Well, you know, this is his starting point, so.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's anything else here. I mean, looks like you can open these again, but.
Yeah, and then you can also look at the chest again.
Oh. That's the only one I can open. Oh, okay. That was just
Some
a
slightly
really worded
Englishy,
sentence.
slightly
Yeah.
Englishy description of Flynn's
It's not
stuff.
just me, right?
Yep,
It
which
full
is
of
what
Flynn's
has been
belongings,
used from
which
youth.
is what has been used for. That is extremely stilted.
Yeah, it's extremely stilted, yeah. It's Flynn's belongings, which were from his youth in the lower town, lower quarter. Oh, he's coming. He's coming.
Damn it.
He can't.
Oh well.
Let's eliminate them.
Got us.
And another! Azure Edge! And an Azure!
Alright, so. Oops. Do what you wanted to do.
No, I wasn't. I thought it was you.
I didn't mean to.
I was going a little too crazy. I must have hit triangle. Because I'm trying to remind myself that I can do another base art after arcane art.
Yeah!
Yeah!
What he said. Our objective is to go down there.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, I remember now. So we do have to go down at the top of this room. We can go into Cell's room. Oh no, we can't. I lied.
No, we can't. She locked it.
That's right. She actually pauses to lock her door when she leaves.
Man,
Okay,
could you
so
be any
if I
weaker?
press
One
up,
shot should do.
it uses all of them. Jesus Christ!
Oh, at least that's a base.
Come back and try again.
Fuck!
Nice! Nice!
Actually, her Nova limit's pretty good since you can just repeat arts, right? So I can just do variable trigger over and over.
Yeah, but you can just shoot them.
Shoot everything. God damn it! I used up everything.
Yep.
I can't tell that they were base.
They got
mixed
plain
in with-
uniforms. We have to go up.
Okay.
We're not going up enough.
Shit.
These are warrior guards.
This enemy doesn't look so
Okay.
nice.
This one's for real.
Quick, you couldn't bail us out of that one. I didn't get a chance to summon it.
Righteous will let fall thy sword of lightning upon those who serve God.
Who loves you, baby?
Oh, disturbing power now unleashed. Meet thy
Okay, Raven loves me.
Oh, righteous will let fall thy sword of lightning
All my
upon
heart,
those
baby.
who serve
All my
God.
love. Yeah!
Strike. Left. Although I guess we can just open this.
Treasure.
This is from the first part of the game, good guy. Here you go, $2.
Money.
Left. Left,
Is
please.
that guy from the first part of the game? I think.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, he is.
Real?
He is now.
Oh.
No.
Okay. All right. Up the stairs.
I think we can go down from here.
I'll take him out.
I hope.
Let's party.
He's got the normal.
Yeah!
Just cleave him in twain. I'm sorry, but I'm trying not to get too lost in here.
This place is pretty big.
Yeah.
Ah, screw it.
Most of the doors in here are fake.
I see.
It's
Just
not in
decoration.
doors.
This one's pretty tough.
Do you want to run away?
Annihilate the vulgar before me.
Azure Edge, take this!
The righteous will let fall thy sword of lightning upon those who bear Oh, disturbing power now unleashed. Meet thy judgment upon the evil before me. The righteous will let fall thy sword of lightning upon those who bear false. Oh, sharpened rage.
I need to change my words. I don't know where
That's
anything
it?
is.
You're done?
I can do even better than this. Hey!
All right. Maybe.
Okay, Shining Fang is on
first.
down. Great.
I'll let you check it when we get to
Yeah.
battle next. That'll be better for you. You can control it.
Yep.
Oh, down.
Not this one, I think. Next one.
Ah!
Yep, next one.
Right. Tell you what. Let's just go ahead.
It's our turn.
This ain't a bit.
Let's check the arts. Okay, so they're both. So this is down and that's left. Okay.
Bad strategy either.
98, 99, 100.
Knock him around and cut him down. All my love, baby. All my love. Get out of here. No way. Brilliant. Brilliant.
Oh, that's pretty cool, I guess. Frying pan!
Crush!
Pan of justice.
Pan of the gods.
Hey, what the? Oh.
Yep, here we are. We weren't able to go through here first because it was full of knights looking for a cell and dealing with the assassins in the castle.
That's right. Oh, excuse me. Oh, no, you don't.
Oh, yes, you do.
On base?
This one's pretty tough.
Don't just stand there whining.
Azure!
Oh, incandescent. Annihilate the Vulcan for me. Din of this monster's land. Let me die
Dang it. Dang it. Alright, we're fine.
And another. Take this.
Purity.
Oh, that's yeah.
Oh, that's yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever.
Here's a nasty one.
Don't just stand there whining. Oh, incandescent locust, annihilate the vulgar before me. Oh, disturbing power now unleashed. Meet that judgment upon the evil before me. Oh, righteous will, let fall thy sword of lightning upon those who bear fault. Thunderblade!
Fire! Come back and try again.
Okay. What's my progress on... oh, God.
Yep, they take a while. Sparkles.
What the...
I'm gonna go a little
You got
crazy
sparkles.
here.
It's very easy to stick
Baby, all my love.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Disturbing power now unleashed. Meet thy judgment upon the evil before me. Oh, righteous will, let fall thy sword of lightning upon those who bear fault.
Lucky bomb!
Swirl of wavering darkness.
No way.
Spread zero. Disturbing power now unleashed. Meet thy judgment upon
Camera,
the evil
please.
before me.
Calm down a second. Jeez.
Crushing eagle.
No, will not.
Cannot chill.
No chill.
Come back and try again.
Sparkles.
He can live. Oh. Uh-huh.
I think what we should do first is just go straight, because we have to activate something.
Okay. Sure.
Yep, just hit all the way back.
And go through the doors?
Yep. And touch the thing in the back. The big door-looking thing.
No, hold on a second.
So you have come at last.
A Critian? No, wait, you were...
Meet Chroma, special advisor to the Imperial Knights, Alexei's personal assistant.
Alexei's. But that would mean...
Then she's an enemy?
No, I am not.
For the time being, in any case.
That's not a very comforting way to put it.
Oh yeah, her.
Sorry, but we got somewhere to go.
It's been a while, so I didn't
If you're here to fight,
recognize her.
fine. If not, maybe it could wait until later.
Who is it you would fight for?
What do you mean?
That poor, pathetic young girl?
She doesn't need your pity.
You are being really vague. Come on, spit it out already.
I cannot know what that one saw in all of you, but I wish for you to stop him.
Okay, bye.
Okay, that made no sense. Did anybody get what she was trying to say?
Maybe she wants us to stop Alexei?
I want you to stop
Maybe.
him.
It would add up, I guess.
I wonder.
Yes, Estelle should be just up ahead.
Aye, but stopping is so half-hearted. We're going to destroy him.
Maybe it was
That's the
more like,
spirit.
go nail that guy's butt to the wall.
I could handle that.
Stop talking about butts, Raven.
Okay. Oh, come on, seriously?
It's okay. Yeah. If anyone, reader, honestly.
Okay, I'll just...
I guess. Because we don't have another emerald ring. This will basically mean she won't have to worry about TP whenever she kills someone. Yeah, why not?
We have been using a lot of Raven, so
He has a
we
heal.
don't have a healer. Yeah. There.
This one's pretty tough.
Don't just stand there whining. Disturbing power now unleashed. Meet my judgment. You need my divine protection. Feel this holy power. Oh, incantation.
Yeah, these guys have that. It sucks. Good.
Oh well. Yeah, I did say it was just level
Level 3.
There's no way we're gonna lose.
I mean, you could then double burst, over limit into level 3.
Yeah, I could. Oh, I could.
The king does not hide anything behind the throne. Beyond the throne.
Ah, in front of it though. Okay. Huh.
Yeah.
How slightly though? How slightly.
I can't really quantify it. If I was playing her, I'd notice it.
Patty has spells.
A spell. Well, this is just the Rita Power Hour, isn't it?
It's our turn!
It's a bunch of spells. Look.
Uh-huh. Okay, I have to do this. I see how it is.
Strategy either.
Oh, that was pretty fast. No way! It's like as soon as I select it,
Yeah, I think Chance is taking its course. Just the feeling I got.
Gee, Patty, do you think Chance will or will not take its course? I think that enemy got the point. Alright, cake. Need to put that back on the old shortcut menu. Yuri, the master of cake.
Yeah, Yuri loves cake.
Top cake. Okay, from 1 to 4, front to back, dark to light.
I wanted there was some kind of visual aid for this. If only there was some kind of representation of what we have to do somewhere nearby. Ah well, I'm sure it'll come to me.
Oh, I see. Okay. Alright. From 1 to 4, front to back, dark to light.
Now we backtrack.
Okay.
The entire dungeon.
Oh boy.
From new moon to full moon. Skipping the 3/4 phase.
Okay.
Because fuck you, I guess.
Ah!
I think the first one is to the left here? And when it means by disaster, it's just you fight a battle.
Ooh, now's our
and start
chance.
over,
It's nothing
which is a real
personal.
disaster.
Yeah.
Tiger! Crushing it! Baby, all my love. Shining Flame! Shining Dragon Sword! Shining Dragon Sword! Shining Dragon Sword!
Victory is a whirling tide!
You get to live. You get to die.
Come on, Wind. Knock him around and cut his head. All my love. Shining Dragon Sword! No way!
Remy disturbing power now unleashed. Use your judgment of
Shining Dragon Sword!
Oh, righteous will, let fall thy sword of lightning upon those who bear fault.
No way! Azure!
Rocky Bomb!
No way! All right, who's next?
Let through that which blocks our future.
Oh, darn it.
Oh, that's...
Man, I want some more.
I want some more cake.
The real tragedy is not finding a single gold on the battlefield.
I know. Wasn't the chance to get more gold supposed to go up as I use it?
Maybe?
I just remember that formula you showed me.
Oh, it's after 200 she starts loading her... No, if she... It does go up as she uses it. It's just very small. It's just shit. It's just shit.
So I'm looking at this. See where it says 1 out of 2 down there?
Push select?
Oh, start. Duh.
Start, yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so it tells you the altered.
It does say. Okay.
Okay, so that's how you do it. Yeah, it doesn't. It's not in the hotkey list, so thanks, Vesperia.
All right. Let me just see.
It's a good thing I have experience with games, and therefore figured, start is usually how you make descriptions and hear change.
So if I'm getting it right, 100 uses, and you learn it based off of that.
Yep.
Because I used trick or treat 100 times, 101 times, and I learned it.
Yep.
Okay.
That's how altered arts are learned.
Yes. Well, I just thought repeated use, but didn't know how much you had to use it.
You asked me.
100. Makes sense.
See, is this?
Oh,
what's the moon say on the floor? Okay, this is half.
That's
I was
half
wrong.
moon.
I think,
So this
and then
is
it
not
might be to the right.
We need to go find one that's a full moon. No,
New moon.
New moon.
Yeah.
New moon. From dark to light.
From duck to luck. There we go.
We'll come back.
And Mami's just getting all the shit, isn't he?
Well, this is the castle. The power of the ring.
Remember this description? Yeah.
Tiny wings. Okay.
That's one. Now we need to find a crescent moon. Which means backtracking, yay!
I don't care what rock you
dear,
crawled out
this is
from.
gonna be a
Bring
while,
it.
isn't it?
I hate this dungeon.
Worst part of the game. I've done a lot lately. This worst part of the game seems to
Yep, it keeps on going.
All my heart, baby. All my love.
Power now unleashed.
Damn. I stepped too high with my combo. I couldn't kill him instantly.
Are there any more foes about? Hooray!
Alright,
See no reason not to save.
Don't recall where
Okay,
the
well, let's
third
get hunting.
one is.
And
The
this
full
isn't
moon
really...
is down here, I believe.
Okay, then we don't.
I think you should check, because I don't trust myself right now.
Fair enough.
Yep, full moon.
Full moon, don't use that. Ah, we already looted this place.
Yeah, we came through here at the start of the game.
This, oh yeah, that's right. This goes to the sewers.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to go there yet, right now. We totally could, though.
Yep.
Wow.
Ah, here it is.
Here's the crescent.
Yep.
Hooray.
I'll go all the way back to the throne room. You getting it yet? Do you get this dungeon?
I
Other
get
way.
it. Doesn't mean I like it, though.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
And now we go left. Thankfully, most of the enemies don't really spawn.
Yeah, they don't seem to be super duper well. I mean, they're fairly aggressive, but not a huge amount of them. We can just stun them with a ring. Half moon. Now to go back.
Yep, now to go all the way to the prison.
They only seem to make half-hearted attempts to get you.
Well, they have very specific patrol areas. You guard this spot. You guard this stair. Don't go away from this stair, or you'll be fired. And I mean that literally. You'll be on fire.
Fireball. And not the good kind.
Alright, now we can go all the way through.
Boobaloo.
This took me like
did it.
20 minutes at least when I did this on my own. I eventually got fed up and looked at a guide because I kept getting lost. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I probably would have overthought it. Because not only does it say from front to back and all that on the door itself, there are also all those angel pictures that have their own descriptions.
Yeah, that's supposed to be, hey, this is the order, dumbass. But a lot of people are just looking and go, why can't I do anything here?
God damn it!
They just fucking go.
I don't care what rock you crawled out from. Bring it.
Oh, that's the
What
good
the
shit.
hell? What the fuck? What was that? Let's see here.
Gamblecast.
No. Indignation, here I come.
Power now unleashed. Judgment upon the evil before me. The righteous will let fall thy sword of light.
You're more powerful than Rita now. Yep, that's eruption. Yep, that's...
There's Holy Lance. Let's see what this one is. Marvelous Fountain. Holy shit! I'm the best healer in the game now.
Yeah! As long as you're human controlled. I'll take it.
I'm glad I stuck with Patty. Okay.
Same.
Oh,
yep, shoot it.
There we go.
That also made me go, oh no, and then I shot it like, oh thank God.
When I first saw this, I thought I had to interact with those pictures there for a second.
And welcome to the sword stare.
It's more tedious than that. Oh.
Yep, much more tedious.
Okay, well, here we go. Yep, here we go.
Yep. Just run.
These aren't even stairs. Like, what the fuck? God. Right.
Hold on, Alexei. I'm coming. I'm coming. At least it's wheelchair accessible, except for this part.
Damn! I almost had him.
Astounding. I thought that crash would have been the last of you.
If we hadn't been lucky, you just might have gotten your wish. You can let her go now and save yourself some pain, or we can break you first. It's your call.
Sorry to be a bore, but let's say I refuse both of those.
I'd be happy to decide for you.
Oh man.
A 26.
I don't know if it counts
The
as an axe.
princess was
Didn't really
splendid.
have one.
Her
Had a
power
holder.
equals the ancient children of the full moon. Every person has a role, and the princess has played her part exceedingly well.
If she's done her part, then we'll take her back right now.
As you wish.
Estelle!
Oh no.
Hey!
That's fine. We'll just beat the brainwash out of her.
Wait, it looks like she's being controlled.
Ooh, secret mission.
That's not fair. That's not fair, Alexei.
What would you do with the princess now? Her power has subsumed her will entirely. Her power has finally been controlled by a system I have put into place. Blastia that go out of control must be destroyed. You should know that.
Don't talk about Estelle like she's just some thing.
Oh, but the princess was a tool most crucial to my plans. As were you, Schwan. And since you survived, I will use you again. Return like the puppet you are.
Sorry, but you buried that poor schmuck alive yourself. I'm Raven. Pleased to meet you.
We all have a role to play, but each person has a say in what that role is.
Even though so many live such meaningless, mundane lives? I think not.
If they choose that life, then so what? That's what deciding for yourself means.
You have no right to decide whether they're meaningless or not.
How unfortunate. We will never see eye to eye.
No! Estelle, don't do this! Damn it!
Oh, okay.
Azure Heavens!
Oh, it's just a stealth? Alright.
I can't hurt her!
I really don't want to do this.
He says she blasts Estelle right in the face.
Yep.
Estelle, snap out of it!
I guess we don't have a choice.
Alexei. This is all Alexei's doing.
That's alright, I got this.
Commandant.
Oh. That is kind of inconvenient, isn't it? Actually, I need to be in Brainiac form for this. Oh well, that's okay.
Flickering blaze, burn! Fireball!
Here we go.
A disturbing power now unleashed! Meet my judgment upon the evil before me!
Darn it!
Oh,
damn it.
Roll thy sword of lightning upon those who bear fault!
Oh. Well.
Perhaps that was not enough power. Thanks to you, this new key to replace Dane Nomos is now complete. As a show of my appreciation, I will allow you to witness the fruition of my plan. The awakening of the true child of the full moon.
Oh no. Budget.
Never good when budget rears its head.
Not usually.
Ah, there goes the barrier.
Okay. Alright. Summoning the lunar whale, or...
A big fucking amphitheater.
Oh, is this gonna be like Destiny? Is it gonna, like, pull up all the Earth and make a floating continent?
We've already done Destiny. No, this is just a giant fucking amphitheater in the middle of the ocean.
There's the treasure you were searching for, Patty.
I don't want it.
Oh. Atlantis? Is this
Yeah,
an
basically.
Atlantis analog? Huh. That's it?
What is that?
We saw that at Miorzo.
Judy?
Here.
You alright?
It's that ring
Oh
we
no,
saw at the
everyone's
mural.
shaking. I guess the ground's supposed to be shaking.
I guess.
Success!
Or something.
At last!
Or they're
At
being
last
held.
I have done it! Behold, the greatest remnant of the
Okay.
ancients, the enduring Shrine of Zalde. The ultimate Blastia, which once obliterated the catastrophe that threatened our world.
That's a Blastia?
Yeah, that gem's a
Maybe you could
Blastia.
save this little speech until you get some
Not
alone
Napathia.
time. You're embarrassing
Oops.
yourself.
I mean, I'm made
The
from
show,
it, so.
I am afraid,
Yeah,
is
yeah.
Tomato,
over.
tomato.
It is time for the final curtain. Now, Princess, do your friends the favor of separating their heads from their bodies.
Bastard!
None of this would have happened if you hadn't insisted on coming here. Oh, how the poor girl will feel when she comes to her senses. Farewell.
Damn
Tempest.
you, Alexei, wait! Get back here!
Teleport.
Alexei!
Alexei!
Estelle, don't! Please. Before I can hurt anyone else. Please. Kill me.
set you free.
Yuri!
Yuri!
Items.
Yeah.
Remember what we have? What do we get back in the Oasis town?
That's...
You broke to a perfect guard, so oh no! Nice.
Damn it! There goes all the tension.
Yep.
Fuck.
And do it all
you got
over
the-
again.
And they were never heard from again.
Good job.
It's alright.
I anticipated that actually, because you don't know how to play your
God. I didn't expect her to kill in 2 hits. Jeez.
Yeah, no, she's extremely powerful still.
It's an actual, that's
It
an
is a
actual
fight.
huh?
Yeah. You have to beat her.
Well, you know what, in that case... Fuck. God damn it. Oh, wow.
Yeah, no,
Well,
you
that
are
raises
using the strongest
defense,
one.
though. Yeah.
Although it's a sword and not an axe, so you should probably use a sword because Yuri's a little slower when he uses an axe.
At least he seems to be...
He is. His moves come out slower.
Right, he's got the best armor he can have too, I think.
Yep.
Body paint.
Yeah.
Paint.
Body cream.
Yeah, TP construct. Yeah.
And if you want, you can put the defense ring on him. That
I guess
will help. I think you have someone.
I took it off of.
Yeah.
I took it off of. Yeah.
Force
ring.
I'll try not to get too beat up this time. Out of respect for you. But this is a good game, so we can just skip all this.
Yeah. What I needed to do, I was gonna actually use a lemon shell to start with.
That's a.
I should probably have done that first.
I can't hurt
But
her!
I thought that
I really
using
don't
the
wanna do
memento
this.
was gonna like end the battle or something.
come on!
I understand why you think that, but no.
I guess we don't have a choice.
I have 2 less combos
This
because
is all Alexei's doing.
it was on the
Damn commandant!
A righteous whip. Let fall thy sword of lightning upon those who bear fault. Smile of wavering darkness. No more. Oh, sharpened rage. That way.
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah!
Oh, flickering blaze, burn. Oh, incandescent locust.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm waiting for indignation to come up. Unless it's like, it's
Perhaps
Rita's
that was
Mystic
not enough
Art, I'm
power.
guessing. Well, we'll see. Alright, let's see. This should go right into the battle? Not
Yep.
quite. Yes, yes.
Get ready. You still want to use a memento because it breaks her perfect guard.
That's...
Alright, we're gonna try this one more time, and if I beef it again, I'm gonna let you...
Oh boy.
Yuri. Oh boy.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
God!
Item.
Alright. Alright, let's see here.
I'd go immediately into full burst.
No!
Just
No
use the
more,
whole thing.
Please!
Do you really plan to die here? You think it's okay to die? Look me in the eye! Estelle!
Use another burst. Oh, there you go.
Hold on a second. Where are your Mystic Arts? Here we are. That's your shortcut, so...
Arcanes, yeah.
Which one do you recommend?
If you want big combos, Shining Dragon Swarm. If you want big damage,
I just need to get it out.
Crushing Eagle. That's a single big hit, and the way Yuri works is if you go from base into Arcane, it multiplies the damage. So like Azure into
I think I have time
that
for that.
crushing needle.
You're dead! Divine Wolf! You're gone!
Sorry, Estelle.
Azure Edge!
Oh, wow, he didn't do the burst.
Yeah, it's because you ran out.
That's unfortunate. Oh, did I really? Oh, okay. Alright, that's fine.
Let's use the best stuff you got.
Shining Eagle!
I'm just gonna be
If you want the big damage, just Azure Edge into crushing needle.
Guardian Field!
Oh, whoops.
Take this!
I think it's left on the right stick.
Shining Dragon Sword!
No,
Azure!
it's down.
Azure!
Oh, no, you don't. I see you trying to heal.
Yep. She will just run away and try to heal now.
Tiger! I'll punish you! Take this!
It's not a very delightful roll at all. Get back here, you!
Tiger Blade! Tiger Blade! Shining Eagle! This is it!
That's a buff, so that's good.
Shining Fang!
Yeah, don't forget you can backstep infinitely.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy. I just like maybe back. I want to do that
Azure Edge!
because she can't.
Shining Eagle!
She's not.
You're dead! Divine Wolf!
Nice.
Sorry,
Estelle,
Estelle.
snap out of it!
The cake. Hooray.
Come back to us! Estelle! Are you just gonna let your life end like this? Like someone else's tool?
I want to.
Whoa, wow, okay.
Yeah.
Good girl. I hear you.
You did it, Estelle! You're you again!
Wait! The system!
Oh no.
It was being kept in check by Alexei's sword. Without that...
I can't stop it now! Everyone, run!
Don't worry, we're not gonna lose you!
I might be able to use his system. Amazing. It's synchronized with Estelle. Interference deactivation data, a formula to isolate surplus air. But what could possibly take the place of the Apatheia?
What about this sword? This is the original that Alexei based his on, right?
Good thing we learned all its skills.
Yep.
Had a good run.
Let me try it.
Let me help. I'll keep track of the flow of air.
Me too!
I'll help out.
Oh, damn this useless body.
Please! Everyone!
What did I say? We're not gonna lose you. When brave Vesperia does something, we do it right.
Okay. The sword!
Here!
Even Dog is helping. Good boy.
Dog is here too.
Best friend.
It's a success!
Welcome back.
Nice to be back.
And finally, we are out of the worst part of the game.
The enduring shrine of
Flynn's here.
Zaude.
Hey, Flynn.
That's what he said. Have you heard of it?
No, that's the first time. I wonder
Having
what
a
it
very
is.
serious discussion in front of this very serious picture.
I don't know, but I know what he's gonna use it for.
By the way, where'd all my stuff go?
World domination.
Huh?
Do you
Yuri
really
says with a
think you
mouthful of
can do
apple
that?
Joel.
He sure thought he could.
We knights are always one step behind. We never would have been able to free the capital if it weren't for Yuri and the others.
It's a weird sentence. Makes sense in Japanese, but
Much less stop the Blastia from spreading this danger across the land.
It was the knights that protected the capital from Heracles, though. They're the only reason we were able to even get into the capital at all.
Even with Lady Estelise.
Hey, Estelle came back on her own.
I'm still grateful, though. Thank you.
Quit it. You're creeping me out.
Alexei owes the world for all he's done. He owes
Whoa.
us. Tomorrow, I'm going to the shrine of Zaude.
I assume your friends will be with you.
Yeah, everyone's
we're
resting
not
up for
going
tomorrow.
to the Shrine of Zaude right out, are we?
So spare me any guilt trips tonight.
Okay.
Okay.
How do you feel about side quests?
I'm a fan.
I mean, I do at least want to get out of the capital so that I can do
So this is where you were.
prep.
Yeah, I'm
You
figuring
again.
we're getting close to a pretty good stopping point for today,
Yeah.
I'd say.
Although they do want us to talk to some
Negotiations
people
with the
in here.
Union are difficult. It seems
Sure.
they can't even agree with each other. And one more thing. The Council intends to cede all authority to His Highness Yoder in order to control the current crisis.
Fair enough.
Due to your success in liberating the capital, His Highness has pronounced you acting commandant.
Well,
Promotion.
shit, Flynn. Son of a bitch.
Congratulations!
Flynn's now in
Well, this
command of
cleans
the
up one of
Knights.
our problems. Congrats.
Hey, poor guy.
Watch your tone!
Yuri.
Ah man, he's
you're
going
the
to
one
wear
who
even
really did
heavier
all
armor
this.
now.
Can't wait to see his uniform.
Details.
It's something.
Whatever.
Oh
Well,
boy.
I guess I'll go check on the others.
I'm holding you to that. It better
See ya.
really be something. All right.
So that weapon.
oh, okay.
So that
They're
weapon
not
we
hostile.
got from freeing Estelle. I think that is actually the weapon he has in Cross Zone.
Where? Oops. Where is it?
Second store.
Hey. I think so. Let me just Okay, you can't see it in battle. So it's that sword. Yeah, that looks just like it. It's
Yeah.
a single-edged curved blade.
Yep.
And you said it was interesting that they went with this one, huh?
Yeah, because this is not his ultimate.
Fair enough. Let's see. If you haven't learned it already, there's your mystic.
Yep.
You should already...
Ah, finally, here it is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now, I know you want that. I know you do want that. However,
However.
I guess you'll take care of that. You'll take care of that later, but
Yeah.
you're very close to getting this.
Yep. But good job on that
Just gonna
fight,
go
by
in
the way.
real quick. Yeah, thank you. It's not. I mean, you play one Tales protagonist. You've played them all.
Yeah, Yuri is just a very quick Tales protagonist.
Yes.
And the problem with Vesperia in general is you die very quickly if you get hit.
Yeah, I just wasn't expecting it to be an actual boss fight. I just kind of got blitzed.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry. I could have warned you. Because that memento thing, that's an optional event.
It sure is, isn't it?
Yeah. And guess what? All the events that you've seen with Duke, except for when he like shows up at the air crane and gets a Say Nomos, yeah, those are optional.
Optional.
You would have no idea who this fucker is. Well, even less than an idea.
When I opened the item screen, after you said items, I thought you were warning me to heal, so I was actually about to. And then you pointed out the memento. And then I was just like, oh, okay, this is a gimmick fight. I used it. Oh.
Huh? You feel something?
I was actually a hair's breadth away from using one of our 15 limit bottles.
You're welcome. But yeah, the party members are scattered around the castle. There's one in the foyer entrance area. There's another near the throne. I think someone shows up near the fountain that leads to the throne. Further in the front, in this area.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah.
But yeah, oh, hey Patty. I was gonna use a limit bottle and just try to use a Mystic Art again,
what
but
are you doing wandering around?
Luckily, the burst art was enough.
I'm making sure you guys aren't causing any trouble.
It would have been a little.
You're wandering around,
then
so
I would have felt bad for
us
Estelle. You're dropping his fucking Mystic on her.
Never mind.
I'm so glad that Estelle's back, and that we didn't have to kill her.
Yeah, I feel the same.
If we hadn't been able to bring her back, would you really have killed her?
Why do you ask?
Because...
I don't know, is what I'd like to say. But if Estelle hadn't heard my voice when she did, I probably would have killed her.
How can you go to such lengths knowing it's going to hurt you?
Estelle's my friend, and I can't let a stranger take care of my friend's problem. Besides, I'm not the one who it hurts the most.
A friend's problem? Yuri, you're really strong.
Strong, huh? I don't know about that. But what about you? Did you forget your search for the Maristella?
Right now, I'm focusing on beating the bad guys.
That's a side quest.
Besides, I haven't forgotten. If anything, I've got a great memory.
A great memory, huh? What's wrong?
Yuri, I'll never forgive Alexei. Sacrificing someone for his own desires, I could never forgive that.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
That's why, we can't let Alexei get away with what he's done.
No, he can't.
Oh, right, Yuri. Guess what? The Maritime Guild, Gulsong, is rushing to fix our ship.
Hey, airship.
Isn't that Tokunaga's guild?
Yep, we'll be able to use the Fiertia in no time.
Alright, then we'll use that to take Alexei down.
Of
Ramming
course.
speed.
Oh.
So,
Never ram the
Yuri?
epic.
Patty.
Huh?
If you're having difficulty saying it, there's no need to force yourself. I'll listen when you're ready to talk, so go get some sleep. Good night.
Oh yeah, and there's someone in the full moon angel statue chamber next to the one next to the prison cells. And we're done, we talk to that guy. But we have to talk to everyone first.
just when we thought we were done with the castle, at least there aren't enemies here.
This will bring the value back down, so the discrepancy with this should...
I see she's back in her true outfit.
Yep. Changed out of those musty clothes.
Nope. It's nowhere near enough.
Okay, and letting Rita experiment on her. Well, I know she means well.
Yuri!
What are you all doing out here?
Shut up and leave me alone!
Ah!
Oh, it's you.
Nice to see you too. So what kind of experiment is this anyway? Is something wrong?
No, it's being kept well under control, and it's stable. As annoying as it is to admit, Dane Nomos and the system of Alexei's are both pretty amazing.
So then where's the problem?
The effective area of control is more limited than I thought. The control barrier originates at the barrier Blastia. She's stable inside it, but she can't leave. I guess Dane Nomos alone couldn't take the place of all those Apatheia.
So long trips are out of the question.
Also, the barrier Blastia is part of the system. As long as it's in use, this city is defenseless. That's why I'm out here trying to figure out a way for her to move around freely.
Why can't Estelle just take Dane Nomos with her wherever she goes?
It was really only designed to contain air that's gone out of control. I don't think it could actually affect Estelle in any way.
I guess that's how it was with Duke, too.
Don't worry, I'll come up with something. Or my name isn't Rita Mordio. I won't let Estelle wind up trapped like that again. Nobody treats my friend like just some thing.
Okay, I'll leave you to it. Nothing to worry about. You've got the best genius under the sun with you.
Yes, I know Rita can help me.
I'll have this ready by tomorrow. You get yourself to bed.
Okay. Don't push yourself too hard. Same to you, Estelle.
Okay, well...
Is throwing in the cells.
Fucking Raven. Ah, just like home.
Peaceful night's rest.
This is the only place you could get a good night's sleep when he was a captain.
He's actually sleeping. Man, I can't tell if he's brave or just stupid.
Weren't you gonna have a touching reunion with your bestest pal?
No, it's that lieutenant of his.
Zombie!
She's scary.
Hmm? Oh, well, I guess I can see that.
What do you mean?
Well, it's just... she's so serious. Gotta be careful not to rub her the wrong way.
I'm not rubbing anything any way.
Well, you most certainly can't please all the people all the time.
I guess you're right. So what are you doing here?
Oh, just thinking about stuff. Hey, why are you looking at me like that? With all we've been through, I guess I'm just trying to figure out what I should do with myself. But I keep coming up empty.
Why was he looking at him like that? He looked scared shitless.
You chose your own life. At this point, you should be able
Raven's
to do
being
anything you want.
introspective and thoughtful? Yeah, I don't know.
That is pretty
How do
scary.
I put it? I already died once. Now I'm thinking about a bunch of stuff. But I guess thinking about settling things with Alexei is enough for now. The rest will probably come out in the wash.
Like my heart.
Sounds okay to me.
Oh.
Speaking of settling things, I filled Estelle in on all the stuff that happened. Guess what she did? She said I had to let her do the same thing everyone else did. So she smacked me on the head. Called it even.
Nice. Good on you, Estelle.
That's Estelle.
I'm sure it was a very light smack.
Actually.
Oh.
Well, I think I'm gonna catch my shut-eye in here.
Suit yourself. Try not to oversleep for once, though.
Nothing like your home away from home, though. Yep. Well, you know, it's nice, quiet, secluded.
No one's going to bother you.
Dank.
Just like Raven.
Yeah.
Okay, I think there's someone else in the fountain that leads to the throne room.
Let's see, I think it's this way.
Yeah, it's up and then left.
I want to say it's to the right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, the other way is to the right. Yeah.
Hey, there's Judy.
What are you doing, Judy?
Yeah, I don't get very good reception here.
I'm trying to see if I can contact Pharaoh again.
Making a collect
If
call.
Zauda is connected to the ancient catastrophe, Pharaoh might know something about it.
Pharaoh might be pissing himself right now.
Isn't he gonna ask about Estelle?
I'll tell him it looks like everything will be okay.
I'll lie to him.
The way she holds her ear like that just makes me think of like
a coda call.
She detaches her ear and there's like a telephone wire.
Oh God.
She speaks into it.
She pulls it
No,
off and
the
there's a
only
human
real
ear
goal
inside
I've
it.
had in life has been to destroy the Hermes Blastia. I didn't have to think
I
about
mean, it's either
other
that or
things while I
she's
was
making a
doing
coda call.
Other things?
Pharaoh. This is Snake.
Oh, this
Judy,
world.
stop talking like
Me.
that.
Lots of things.
This is the only way I can get reception.
Had I never met Estelle, I might still be
Huh,
flying
Pharaoh.
around with Baul, not thinking of anything.
A Blastia to surpass Metal Gear.
Pharaoh said
Metal Gear.
Alright.
Don't get me wrong. I'm telling him Estelle will be alright because I really believe it. I have no intention of ignoring the Blastia or the air.
Is that part of the lots of things you mentioned? Sorry, forget I said that.
I won't kill Estelle. Nor will I let her be killed. I also can't let Alexei go on.
Okay. We head out tomorrow morning. Just get back by then.
Understood.
Judy. Let's win this one.
Okay.
Man up. You're in Flynn's brigade. Oh God, I can't remember where Carol is.
Oh, jeez.
It's always the last one. Well, I mean, there's not a lot of places he can be at this point.
He's sitting on the throne.
Oh no, Emperor Carol.
Oh.
No, it's just this guy. An adrenaline junkie. Great. Might be in one of the side passages.
Alright, well, let's check over here.
Oh, he might be where the others were with the curry. I think that's where he is.
Of course. The kitchen, yeah. It makes sense that the game would want you to go there anyway. Now that things have calmed down, you'd probably want to talk to everyone from the lower quarter.
Yes, here. It is here.
Okay.
Where you were.
Cells, though. Oops, okay.
Yeah, where you had your moment.
All I know is I was starting to go a direction and you said yes. So I followed it. Hey, there they are.
Uh-huh.
Delicious.
Always sample the curry. Ah, good.
The
We
egg.
need the egg.
We've come back for it. Finally.
What's up, Carol?
Oh, Yuri! Take a look! It's as good as new!
Bag?
Bag?
Good to see you're as useful as ever. That's not yours, though, is it?
It's mine.
Thanks.
This boy's
there
been
you are,
fixing
Hank.
up all the stuff that got knocked around in that commotion. He even went back to the lower quarter to pick all these things up.
Actually, Rapide found most of it.
These are my favorite shoes, and you can't hardly see where they got torn. This guy's awesome.
He sewed up a dress that was very important to me. Thanks again for that.
Carol the handyman.
Are you sure about doing this, Carol? Tomorrow's the final battle.
Uh-huh.
It's okay. I was actually a little worried. I couldn't really sleep anyway when I started thinking about the battle tomorrow. I just thought I might as well help out if there was anything I could do. I didn't think Rapide would want to come help, though. I was a little surprised.
He probably guessed what you were thinking. He doesn't just go along with anything.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, don't push your luck.
Ah, come on, Rapide.
Oh, this boy's got a bright future ahead of him.
You are looking at the esteemed boss of our guild.
You might learn a thing or two from him yourself, you know.
I walked right into that one.
Memories support the heart, and our dearest possessions are the vessels for those memories. Thank you, young man.
I'll just do a little more, and then I'll call it a night.
Okay, just don't overdo it.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, now we can talk to that guy in the corner.
Yeah. That
who appears
random, unassuming fellow.
Yep, who appears to be a merchant. It is down.
God, yes.
Yep, this man is in charge of the guest rooms? Ah.
Ready to call it a day?
You mean it's a voice line.
You coming
A
too,
single
Rapide?
line.
Yep.
Tomorrow, we fight.
We side quest.
Hope everybody can get some sleep.
Tomorrow we side quest.
Good dog. Yeah.
Going already?
Clank.
It looks like things here won't be settled for a while. I had hopes that we'd have the guild ships at our disposal.
I heard they've been having some issues.
It seems they've been unable to decide on a course of action since the Don's passing. It looks like I'll be one step behind you again this time.
No hard feelings, no matter which of us gets to Alexei first, right? Oh yeah. Are you done trying to get Estelle back? I mean, she's still a princess. And what about all that stuff with the Imperial succession?
The Council has chosen Yoder as their leader. For all intents and purposes, he's got their nomination for the throne.
Okay. So that's why you don't need to chase her around anymore?
That's not it. It's just that I've finally come to terms with the choices she's made for herself.
Wow, you sure loosened up.
Don't give me a hard time.
I'm a commandant now. I can do what I want.
In my own way.
And what I want is
Well,
nothing.
she'd be happy to hear it.
I'll bring the problems of the air and the Blastia to His Highness's attention. He'll be able to come up with some way of helping, I'm sure. As for Lady Estellise, Yuri, you have my confidence.
I appreciate it. Sorry for being such a pain. Well, I'm gonna get going. See you at Zaude.
As far as anyone is concerned, the capital was retaken because of my efforts. It isn't just with this, though. No one even knows the things that brave Vesperia's done. They don't even try to learn the truth. Are you really okay with that?
Yuri, that's your idle animation. Yuri, I asked you a question. Oh, whatever.
Yuri!
Oh man, must have been the wind. Yuri, I just had this dry cleaned.
Now it's cleaner.
There's air all over it now. Ah.
Alright, let's see. I guess you want us to go ahead and leave the capital.
Yep.
Yes.
Once you get the fuck out. And it still sells the same shit.
Oh,
Except maybe Capria? That might be new. Actually, she probably has that equipped. Yeah.
Yes, because
Yeah.
special. Well, I'll leave you to that. So it doesn't matter which way we head out.
It does matter which way you head out.
Thanks for
There they are.
immediately contradicting me, game. Great.
Ah, there he is.
Morning, Yuri.
Yuri, you're such a sleepyhead.
Looks like I overslept a little. My hair is a mess.
Is that all you're worried about?
Sounds like we're all good.
Here you go.
Still got Dane almost.
You pulled it off. Now we just need Judy and Estelle.
Here I am. Good morning, everyone.
Oh, morning, Judith.
Were you able to get in touch with Pharaoh?
Yes, but you won't like what he told me about Zaude. He says it's a place that
Now,
must be
Tree,
left undisturbed.
stop screaming.
By both Antilocheia and
He probably just groaned a lot.
I wonder why.
Such an encouraging send-off.
Well, it's not like we can just say, oh, thanks for telling us, and not go. Alexei's at Zaude, and I'm really not in a mood to just let him go.
We can't just turn back now.
You're right.
Let it
Pharaoh
go,
will
let it
have to
go.
understand.
We already came this far. We can't stop now.
Besides, if we just ignore him, the whole world's gonna be in all kinds of trouble.
That's the spirit. Now we just need Estelle. Rita, did you see her?
Estelle won't be coming.
Hmm?
She can't fight anymore.
Wait, you don't mean...
The control was a success. But she needs to avoid air interference in order to keep her power from activating.
Huh? But all Blastia need air to work, don't they?
Yes. So I tried the same thing as Raven.
Using her
Gouge your
own
heart
life
out.
energy for power.
Now, hold still, Estelle.
Are you serious? I really wouldn't recommend that.
I couldn't find any other way. At least she can use formulas without worrying about air. But it's not just controlling the power of the child of the full moon. Even Arts will use her life. She could be in serious danger if she had to exert herself.
Oh no!
So she won't be coming with us anymore.
And was she okay with that?
No.
Oh,
Estelle!
hi, Estelle.
Hey! You're just here to see us off, right?
Rita, I'm sorry. Please take me with you.
What did I tell you? You'll lose your life just by using your arts. You could go on living with no problem if you just wouldn't use them.
I sat up all night thinking about what you told me.
I haven't had any
First
sleep.
I thought, finally,
Oh.
I'll be able to live a normal life.
Yeah, you've suffered enough. You can rest now.
Thank you, Rita. You all are risking your lives to fight. Even the fate of this world is at stake. Knowing that, my only choice is to fight alongside you.
Estelle.
There are still things I can do for my friends. So I'm asking you, please, take me with you.
I want to tell you no, but you decided this for yourself. I won't turn you down.
Yes, and she doesn't really listen when she sets her mind to something.
Ah, let's take her. Nobody likes having their friends run off to steal all the fun.
Yeah, We'll all help out to make this easy on her.
We're gonna blow that scoundrel away!
Promise me one thing. You will never, never push yourself too hard. Got it? I'll never forgive you if you break that promise.
All right.
Trying to forbid this bunch from pushing themselves is pretty pointless.
Carol.
Thank goodness.
Carol, you asked for that.
Looks like I made it in time.
Huh? Prince Yoder and Flynn, too?
My, what an honor for His Highness to see us off himself.
There you go again with that attitude of yours.
You may have already heard, but the supply of ships has been delayed, so the knights are not yet able to leave for battle. Under normal circumstances, the knights should be the ones taking the initiative here, but you civilians have shouldered it. As head of the Empire, I must apologize.
Don't sweat it. It's not like we're doing this for the Knights or for the Empire anyway.
This may be a bit presumptuous, but I would like to ask that you take Flynn in their place.
Huh?
Your Highness?
At this moment, both
Get the
in
fuck
name
out of here,
and
Flynn.
in
You're bothering me.
substance, Flynn is the
Covenant.
greatest knight in the Empire. I am sure that he will be of great use
I'm
to
the
you.
Emperor. I
Wouldn't
tell
you
people what
agree?
to do.
Fair enough.
But I must command the knights.
I haven't even got their issue in
As soon
order.
as the knights are ready, I will send them after you. You should be able to entrust your men with that much. Besides, are you not the one who desires most to settle things
Are
personally
you not the
with
protagonist?
Alexei?
Your Highness.
Not in the 360 version.
I, Eoder Argrios Hirasain, hereby command you on behalf of the Empire.
Oh shit, full name.
Imperial Knight Flynn Shifo. Join forces with the Guild, brave Vesperia, and stop Alexei.
Yes, sir.
Flynn's
You
here
heard
too.
His Highness. I'll be counting on you, Yuri.
Even if I refused, you'd still come along, wouldn't you?
Was ordered.
So our next problem is just how to go about actually getting to Zaude.
That's already been handled, right, Judy?
Yes, of course. We still have that important friend of ours.
A whale!
Oh, is he okay?
I told you, he's strong.
Yep, we'll be able to use the Fiertia in no time.
So everything's ready. This is it, the final battle.
Maybe.
Woof.
Yeah.
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 Everyone's here. Everyone is here.
Well, it makes sense.
What'll I do next? What'll I do next? I can't wait to see what I'll do next.
Are you screwing around?
You're the one in control. How can you not know what you'll do?
Because I'm never sure what I'll do, and that's just fine.
I think this is
You
sort of
call that
mystic
fine? I
skit.
don't see why it wouldn't be.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
okay.
really is fine.
Why am I even talking with you people? You never make any sense.
You're completely right, and that's just fine.
Great.
Okay.
I think you can put Flynn in his new title now? Title outfit? Flynn's here. Not yet. Oh well. A shame. Great. This is the point also when I put Estelle into that soldier outfit. Cause she's determined, damn it. Apparently these are from...
Oh.
Yeah, it's just her normal outfit. Apparently the soldier outfits are from the anime?
This?
Yeah.
That is nice.
Oh dear.
That's just silly.
And that's a reference.
And that's Valkyrie. That's Valkyrie.
Yep. And that is Symphonia.
That's Destiny.
Symphonia. Alimony? No, you're right. You're right. That is from Destiny. Yeah.
Yeah,
What am I
remember the Eye of Alimony.
talking- Yeah. She
Eye
finally.
of Anti-Money.
She finally has alimony.
Yep.
I think that's Abyss.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
yeah,
right.
we're
Just,
next time.
right thing.
Next time on.
I'm gonna. Vesperia, there's side quests to be had.
Next time on Vesperia, there's
a lot to do.
There's going to be probably an hour of side quests.
Nice.
Maybe.
Looking forward to that.
Maybe a half hour. We'll see. We'll see.
Well, we've got like 8 warehouses to get through.
Yeah, definitely.
Good stuff. Well, I'm glad we got through the worst part of the game.
Yes, finally.
At last. We've got our healer back.
Wow, we really didn't like you
healer.
disconnecting there.
Oh, I'm glad I saved.
He really didn't like you disconnecting there.
Yikes.
Finally. The true party is here. Yeah, anyway. Next time.
I got nothing else.
Yep, thanks for coming out, everyone. Hope you enjoyed. Tune in tomorrow for something. Maybe?
Something.
Yeah?
Perhaps.
Something?
Something done quick.
Let's see. Yeah, that's gonna be it from us for today.
Yeah.
See all of you next time.